Did I have to draw water from a well? Kinda. I mean, you know what's funny, right? Is it not true? Okay, look, think about this. If my water, sorry, is it not more impressive that my water comes from the ocean when I turn on my sink? Is it not more impressive that instead of a well, I'm able to draw water from the very depths of the earth? Is that not cooler? And then if so, right, why do we look down on it compared to the person who has to go to the well to get water? Like, I'm sorry, but that's just a skill issue, right? If all you can achieve is water out of a small hole, why is it that my water out of the Pacific Ocean is less interesting? Yours comes from the ocean? I don't know where water comes from. Listen, sometimes I'm smart, oftentimes I'm stupid. But the one part that I'm really stupid on is I don't know where a lot of the stuff comes from. I know where food comes from. I don't know the process of drinking water. Does it not come from the ocean? Also, why is everything so green? I don't remember it being this green. I swear it's not this green. No? Chat, what changed? Why is it so green all of a sudden? Patch notes. Fixed situation where players could remain cloakless after slab escape sequence. Fixed wish infestation. Okay, why is it green? What happened? Did I do this? Did I do the greenness? It wasn't green like this last time. But yeah, I don't know where water comes from. I just assume it comes from the ocean. Hey, why is it green? Hey, if you as far as you. So, I'm already set up to play the game fully. I have my hot chocolate. I was getting water from the ocean to make hot chocolate, basically. I also got a marshmallow to top it, but the marshmallow, so I put one marshmallow in, then I tried another marshmallow to see what it tasted like. It's rock solid, so it's not gonna melt. So I'm gonna have to take it out at some point. I also have 2 cups of water, okay? Because I think water, hydrating yourself is important, but especially because I'm not gonna move from the seat for the next 4 or 5 hours. Why is everything green? What did I do? What did I do? Why is it all green? Hey, you. Why are you green? How did the water get in the ocean? Okay, well... okay, now... Okay, that I actually do know. Rain. So, I mean, not also rain, but like also just... Like, look, water gets in the ocean through various means. Rain is one of them, but also sometimes it just kind of ends up in the ocean through various, like pathways, right? But you're not asking the right question, which is why is it so green down here? Does anybody know why it's so green down here? And your house, it comes from underground apparently. What? So you have a well. You're always confused how it works because and how you're not washing in poop water considering everyone dumps poop in the ground. Maybe you do wash in poop water. It is actually the unspoken fact about water is that it's majority poop water. I want you to know that even the water that is within like cities with various systems, yeah, exactly. Like they just clean the water. At all times, we're consuming the feces of our neighbors. What's crazy is that they can even figure out where or like whose feces comes from where. You know what I mean? Like when you poop in the water and you do your business, they know that you pooped in the water and they can track what is in your poop and the results of the poop coming out. Maybe the reason why it's green is because we can go back in here after. The water in the ocean is salty. Oh yeah, desalination. Sorry. My bad. I forgot that desalination is a major concern because it's very difficult to do so. Poop stealers. Well, so they do technically steal the poop because they need to analyze it, right? But they can actually track you down. I actually learned about this recently. That they can track you to a very shockingly high accuracy if you, say, dump oil into the pipes. They don't even look at necessarily where the pipes are. They just look at sort of like a series of... I think it's like they deduce its pathway based on other pathways that it's taken and whether or not those are affected. And they can do it from like a fairly central location, so they know pretty much the area that it comes from. Though I don't know how they can narrow it down to a house because, as far as I know, while me and my neighbor have different septic tanks, we do share the same sewer line to the city, so I'm not really sure how that works. Why do I kill the little green guy? Do you even get anything? Satisfaction. Why do we do anything in life but to feel satisfied? Did you not enjoy the way that I killed him? Look, he's dead. Look it up. Look, he's dead. Doesn't it make you happy? It makes me happy. Look, if I don't kill him, he's going to kill me. So I might as well be the first one to do it, right? I see nothing wrong with what I'm doing. Now apparently we just drilled the hole ourselves. That's what confuses you. Wait, what? You made your own well. Yeah, how are you not dead? How do you do it? How deep is it? What's the mechanics? Why does it never break? That's good. You know what? That now it makes more sense why you're confused, because it's like if you made the well yourself, yeah, who is supplying it with the water? But that's the thing about water, is that water just goes through seeps and like little holes in the ground. Like the water travels through the holes in the ground into like places. Have you played Minecraft? Wait, they're evolving. Ugh. Please don't use Minecraft as a way of an analogy around here. Magic water supply. It's not magic. It's literally gravity. It's literally it's H2O and gravity applying together. Okay, there is no such thing as magic. Is there anything new here? No. This guy's dead. There's nothing new here. Okay, so why is it green? What did I do that made it green, chat? Oh god. I'm freaking out. What did I do that made everything green? What was the last thing that we did? Did we even kill a boss? We did! I pulled a switch somewhere. I pulled a switch in the fire zone. I got the secret mask thing, which, by the way, I'm just saying, I might be the only person to do it that quickly, okay? But then why is everything so weird now? How could me pulling the switch make everything green down here? And what relation does it have to the story? Especially with those things, those like cocoons. Something's growing here. I feel like I'm changing the world in a very interesting way. And I feel like we're missing some story beat because I accidentally skipped Sharma. If I didn't skip Sharma, I think we would have known. But because I skipped Sharma, I don't know what I'm doing now. I think it feels less interesting because Sharma's gone. And maybe we'll find them as we go further into the molten core. Yeah. You know what's crazy to think about, right? Minecraft isn't even a popular game anymore. At least in my... I don't want to say my circles. If I say that, okay, is it weird for me to say my circles when I'm referring to children? Because I take care of children and like I'm like an uncle, right? Is that weird? But what I'm saying is that the kids that I know, which I know you say is like, why do you know kids? But like, just like bear with me here. They don't play Minecraft anymore. It feels like every kid has moved on from Minecraft to play Roblox. I made it weird. Okay, no, but like me asking the question doesn't make it weird. I'm preempting the weirdness. If I preempt you saying something, if I preempt the possibility of you believing that it's weird, isn't that just me being normal in an attempt to fight off the weirdness? You can't blame me for not, you know what I mean, for trying to make it not weird. Now I'm doubling down. I'm not doubling down on the weirdness. I'm just saying it's not the weird. I'm asking if it is weird because I'm not doubling down on the weird. I'm doubling down on my defense against it. What do you want me to do? Oh, don't have a family? Oh, maybe you should have gone back like 20 years ago and killed your siblings. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? There's kids in my life. How dare you have nieces and nephews that you have to talk about sometimes because you do take care of them. How dare you, streamer? You feel like a big part of that is that Roblox is free. Yeah, but like so free that people would rather play that over Minecraft is like crazy to me. Because even though Minecraft costs money, it's not like it wasn't in like the billion player range. Like I feel like there was so many players despite the fact that it wasn't free. So it's like, is freedom and like the $15 price point really the only difference? Because that's an insane difference to me that all you need is that. Whereas I think it's the opposite. I don't think that the price matters. I think that the price is actually sort of the same for other games, like Roblox games, because of the in-game currency. I think it's the choice. I think that there's more variety of gameplay within Roblox that you just can't get within Minecraft. Maybe they hate Microsoft. I don't think a child is thinking about Microsoft the way that Steve Jobs does. Like, unless that child is literally Steve Jobs' incarnation, I don't think that's happening. There's no way some child is thinking of Microsoft in the same vitriolic manner that Steve Jobs did for the majority of his lifespan. Okay, have I asked? Have I asked? You never know. Have I asked? You never know. Oh, well, hello. I don't know. I could call you. Hey. Pushanka. So you found my calling ring, child-willing needle. I recognize the sound of your weapon's foreign metal against it. On a firm master, I'm often away, but I still use this place as camp. Use the ring to call me whenever you wish to make trade. That's actually cool. I didn't realize I could just call her. She must be very annoyed then. But that is true. I've never asked a child if they hate Microsoft. But you have to understand, like, I don't think you've ever seen a real child if you believe that they can answer that question honestly. Like, listen, I love the kids in my family. Okay? They're all my nieces and nephews, and I love them dearly, right? Because, you know, it's like, you know, they're like the family babies, right? But, like, they don't know anything. My niece, up until recently, thought that dogs speak English. I'm not kidding you. Up until recently, she thought that dogs speak English because she saw it in The Lion King. I didn't know that this was her. Like, think about what that means as a statement, right? It means that this, like there's basically no hope for this child, if that's what she believes. So you're expecting her to know about the intricacies of, like, why you would hate Microsoft and why open source is the way. They don't, they just have a weird accent. Well, so now I feel bad about barking at my dog, right? Me barking at my dog is just me, you know, saying words in a different language that I don't know and basically butchering it. I didn't jump. But yeah, like, it's funny actually, because, like, a lot of people who don't have kids, they, like, it's funny to like talk to them sometimes, and that lava killed me. Because sometimes they'll talk about the kid and they'll ask the parent to do something involving the kid in a way that makes me think that they've never had children. Because I can't tell you how stupid and smart children are at the same time. Like, it's amazing that this thing that was just barely sperm, basically, coming out of your body, can now somehow, you know, hold a cup and not spill water. However, you have to understand that, like, they think that dogs talk, which is, like, that's an understandable thing if your only point of reference for animals is Lion King, okay? But also, like, they don't have any skills, and so they also hold cups upside down. So it's, like, multiple different things of, like, children are just very stupid. Do all dogs understand each other? I think so. However, that's a good question to ask, and I'm not qualified to answer that. But can you imagine, like, an Italian dog not being able to speak to a Canadian dog? Because one is speaking Italian dog, and the other is speaking Canadian dog. Because I'm sure that has to happen on some level, right? Isn't that, like, true? Any dogs in the chat? This is the thing, right? I've always wondered that. How do you know that the person that you're talking to is not a high-level dog of some kind? Oh! Like, how do you know that the person that you're talking to isn't actually a very smart and very insanely scary dog, right? You don't know. Like you just don't know. The only way to know is that they would have to tell you. Like, it's like the whole idea of Schrodinger's cat, but applied to chat members and, like, just people that you meet in random spaces. But online, especially, because we don't see each other, how do you know that I'm a real human being? I could be the world's first advanced AI. Is that a dog or a furry? So my take on the dog furry thing is that you know it's a furry because... Sorry, you know that it's a dog because dogs don't want to be dogs, but furries want to be dogs. It's based on desire. The furry mindset is based on a level of desire. Like, how badly do you want to be a certain type of thing? Not that that's a bad thing, but like that's like the way to tell that you're dealing with a furry or a dog. I don't know how to do the really cool bonus damage thing. Sometimes I do critical damage and I don't know how. And I wish I knew how. Also, I need the other weapon to go into this corridor, because I don't think I can make that jump. Yeah, I don't think I can make the jump here. Oh, I can! Perfect. Oh. I do kind of hate these... these enemies. I was thinking about this last night, but like not every enemy in this game is designed well in isolation. The enemies are designed very well as when they're combined in the gauntlet rooms, but like say those enemies are very boring because you have to wait to like hit them. It's just weird how much you have to wait. So you're free now. It's the same way that like like a weeaboo is, right? Like a weeaboo and a furry like both have that same property of like the people who are in it don't want, like they're not trying to be in it and they're not trying to be either or, like they just happen to be a part of it. But like I don't ever think, like, not to say that I don't like being Asian, but like I don't ever think of it as like a, oh wow, I wish I was Asian like every single day. Not that I hate being Asian, but like it's literally neutral to me, right? But a weeaboo, they look at a Japanese person and they go, I wish I had your life. And the Japanese person is like, I don't know what's going on, I'm just going to work. You know what I mean? It's an entirely different mindset applied. That's the same mindset as a furry. And you can't say that I'm wrong. Like I think that I'm onto something here. And this is not furry hate. I respect furries. I'm just saying that like it's the same thing. It's like the same tell of like who is like real and who is not real. And arguably you could apply this to any sort of like any group of any kind. Like somebody who is like punk at the core, like they're just punk. But somebody who is like wanting to be punk, they're very, very like they've never lived it, but they know a lot about it. I don't know how to say this. I'm trying to get to like a joke somewhere where I'm trying to like equate some popular subculture with furries. Because in my mind, there's no difference between a goth and a furry. It's just your makeup comes from Sephora instead of instead of Etsy. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? There's no difference between a furry and a goth because one person's makeup comes from Hot Topic, the other person's makeup comes from like an Etsy shop. Plus 0.5. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're immune to lava. Okay, that's good to know. Did I even have to kill you? I don't know. Now the game is too quiet. Sorry. I'm trying to get the right volume for this game. What I noticed is that in the VOD, the volume for the game is everywhere. Because the music and the ambiance can go everywhere. So, okay, based on that metric, right? Then a lot of things start to make sense. I don't know. I'll just stop there. I'm trying to make a joke out of it. Sorry. I didn't get much sleep last night, actually. I was busy thinking about games. So I was busy thinking about specifically the gacha games that I'm currently playing on my phone. Summoners War, okay? And I was thinking about how it's so addicting and yet so frustrating because it's the core of the game. There's an ant-assassin, and the complexity of the game is like it pales in comparison to what it could be because you have all these gacha mechanics which force you to have to play this like other worse game or where you have to like keep on farming things. And I was thinking of like how do you make a game like that work without gacha being the main way to retain someone. And this is a great game to talk about this stuff too, because most of this game, what I realized about this game, what I hate about most of these games, there's so much downtime in between the important parts that it feels like you're mostly just waiting. what I noticed is that there's basically no strategy tactical game that isn't some level of gacha that also isn't 20 years old. Because this game that I'm talking about is on the same level as something like, say, whatchamacallit, like Final Fantasy Tactics, right? And the only other one is the Fire Emblem game, and that one is gacha out the wazoo. And it got me thinking about the entirety, this entire idea of retention within games, and how the gameplay and retention models of different games differ so much, in that some games use the gameplay itself and some games focus on like retention via certain mechanisms that like hook you into the game. And I was thinking about how me playing Silksong, I have a strong desire to play it, which is separate from the hype that I feel for the game. But this game doesn't have any of the same retention mechanics, and is in many ways like priced to the point where it's like they had to sell a lot to make a similar amount of money, which they probably did, but it's crazy to like think about. And I was thinking to myself, like, maybe you don't even need skins. Like, I was thinking to myself, maybe you don't even need skins to make a game that can survive in an online world, right? Because and it sort of applies to the Eternal Return game that we just played before, same with the Black Survivor game. Maybe there's a way that you just make the game very fun, and you could survive off of even something like a subscription. Just something like a pay-to-access type of thing. Because otherwise, how does WoW exist for so long, right? And that thing's basically only subs. Well, it's skins too, but but yeah, I've just been researching a lot of different game monetization things, because it's like, monetization is one of those hard questions of which flavor do you go with at the risk of alienating some portion of your player base for different reasons. And I've realized that there's so much variability, because it really does feel like an unsolved science. Like, it feels like the only reason we have the things that we do today, which is the skin-based thing, or even like the power-based thing, is solely because that's the easiest route to getting something. Not necessarily that it's the best option. It's just the easiest thing that we have so far to like reach for. God damn it. I don't recover silk, eh? I don't recover silk. That has to be useful at some point to open something, right? Like, there has to be a secret somewhere, no? It's especially important because, as you all know, my accountability circle, which again is still going on. If you want to join the accountability circle, it's still open, okay? I even convinced the mod to join. Mod, can I say your story about why about the circle, or will you get mad? If you get mad, I'm sorry. Yeah, but if you're not here, and I'm just gonna say it in like 5 minutes, but like very, very briefly with not as much detail. It's interesting to see everybody actually take it somewhat seriously, because it's not meant as a joke, but I'm just surprised that it actually landed so well with the group as a whole, because I don't really expect stuff like this to work out very well and to get that much like people joining, but I'm glad that it did. Because it's an interesting concept to think about, okay, well, what does it mean to be accountable for something? And what does it mean to like join an accountability circle? I'm glad that you're all joining this experiment so we can see it. Because there's a lot of pressure, right? But yeah, one of my things on that circle is me making the like game. And I was thinking about the monetization, because if it's an online thing, and this is just sort of like truth, I need to figure out how to like finance that thing, okay? It's surprisingly hard to think of the financing angle. Because this stream so far is financed purely on a basis of, dear God, it's so loud. This stream is financed purely on a basis of, this is just a fun thing for me to do, and I would be playing games regardless of what I do. So it's zero extra cost on top of whatever already spent, right? But for things like actually making a product, and even that, and even seeing some of your goals where it's like, oh, you want to have a, I forgot that the door is locked. That's really cool. Where you want to make like a passive income source from like some tool that you're making, or fonts. How the fuck do fonts make money? You have to explain that to me, please. Like, how the fuck do fonts make money? I don't get it. But yeah, to see that says to me that all of us are thinking of the same thing, but no one has any answers. And what was the point I was going to make? Oh yeah, it's interesting to sort of see that problem crop up across everything that we're doing, and to see that that is like a real concern that all of us have to deal with, because you can't just do this stuff forever. Sherma? Sherma, is that you? Sherma. What does... Okay, that lets me go down. How do I go up there? You have no idea yet. Haven't made a single font yet. LOL. You know what? That's a fair point, and I'm glad that you said that, because it makes me feel like less insane for believing that it could be done. Because I feel like that's like the hardest thing in the world. You just make a font and sell it. Yeah, but who do you sell it to? Like, who is buying the font at that point, right? Like, that's the thing that I'm always confused by, is like, who would buy the font? Not that like it's a bad thing to sell the font, but like who's gonna find it? Mostly designers. Wait a minute. Are fonts an MLM scheme? Look, okay, just think about this, right? What do you use a font for? To make designs. You need to buy, but somebody has to design the font, okay? You have a designer who can make the font, but you don't use them to make the font. You buy someone else's font. But other designers need the fonts as well, right? So it's like, isn't that starting to like border on something like an MLM scheme? An MMM scheme. An MMM scheme. Companies where designers work, so the company pays in this. That is true. Companies could pay for it too. But it feels like, isn't it bordering on like an MLM scheme? Because then it's like, okay, like if it's just a bunch of people paying for the font and then buying the font based on like they need it for some task, and then it's like, well, like the people who are buying the font are the ones who are also making the font, but then the people who like make the font are also the ones who need the font and also make it. It's like, isn't that just like an MLM scheme because you're selling to the same person? Oh my god, there's a are you evil? If you need something, talk to the boss. I'm busy. Okay, I was gonna kill you, but sure, you're worth a lot of coins. If you need something, talk to the boss. Designer chooses paid font because they're bored of the free ones, and they force CEO to buy because designer wants it. Easy money. Okay, but now think of this. I have a crazy idea for you. Let me chew in this marshmallow. That was an awful idea. Give me a second. So, what you should do, should make a VTuber. Make a VTuber model. Tout yourself as a VTuber designer, okay? And don't tell anyone who you actually are. Make a font as the VTuber designer. Show your boss that you want that font, and they pay you. So it goes around the system, right? Oh, small pointy bug. Why do you bother us at our work? The son of your craft called me to investigate. What does your duty here? Are you a smith of some kind? The Forge Daughter? A smith? Hardly so crude. We a Forge Daughter. How can a pointy bug not tell? I don't know who you are. Ours is the ancient line and honored role. These docks and lands around are fortunate to have our skills. If you are as talented as you suggest, would you lend me your aid? I've lacked my usual tools, and I suspect you'd craft fine replacements. Oh yes, this is it. Blades and traps, no doubt. We know your type. Of sorts, but maybe strange to this land. Some would likely prove fine challenge for your craft. And we'll construct them, but you'll provide the materials and compensation for a time. Oh my god, what's this? Sting shard. Okay, so these are the actual things that we can apply to our things. It costs money and it costs metals. What's interesting is that I think all reds are some tools that you can apply to the world. Like the Sting shard is a trap. A vicious stabbing trap, we can build it. It disturbs us. These devious implements you conceive to kill. What? Magma Belt. This trinket is our own invention. It wards against the deadly lava and heat around these docks. The workers used to request them of us. Now they've lost the mind to care. Is that useful to have a lava block to move over things? I think so. Crafting kit. Crafting by claw alone produces inferior results. With this kit, you can craft finer, sharper, and deadlier tools if that is your wish. To maintain one tools is a constant craft. Okay, I need the Magma Bell. And I need the crafting tools. But yeah, I think I'm on something. See, exactly. The corporal mindset. Can you try that and let me know if it works? I've actually been trying to do that for programming. So my original idea for the programming thing was I would make Snow Job, have it be a huge hit, and then I would tell my boss like, hey, maybe we need to switch to making games, right? And then I left my game company, or they laid me off. It's sort of like contested there. And then also I didn't make Snow Job, so it's like a lot of things went wrong along the way, but the spirit was there. I just didn't get time to execute on the idea fully. Just know that I did try to implement a scheme that seemed legal enough that nobody could fault me for it. I see why I need the lava. Okay, so I need the lava for this one. Maybe I get we do 1 gold. Then also people get bored of popular fonts. Everyone loved Helvetica, but it became so mainstream that people started to hate it. Okay, but then my counter argument to that is this, and this is something that I've always wondered. Okay, if you hate the thing that you used to love because everybody's using it, did you really love it? Answer me! Answer me! Answer me! Answer me! Answer me! If you hate the thing that you used to love because everyone does it, does that mean that you actually loved it? I don't stop loving my wife because everyone loves her. I just say, get fucked. She's mine, right? Like, that's a whole different concern. You know what I mean? So do you really love it? How did you really enjoy those smooth lines and those like beautiful styles and like the cost of the thing? I don't think so. You can't lie to me. I know the truth. Helvetica was always just a second option for you. Always. And if it wasn't for the hype, you wouldn't even care to give it the time of day. And I'm not wrong. I'm right. You can't fool me. Well, you never used it anyway since it was paid from the start. Good. Okay. Good answer. You avoid the responsibility for using it entirely by simply saying that you never had the option. Because now you're on a moral grandstand. Right now, morally, you're superior to me, which puts me in a bad place. Because then it's like, okay, why did I say what I said, right? Because then it's like, now I'm the bad guy for basically making fun of a poor person. You're kind of good, Chad. You're actually really good at this. You're really good at this gaslighting thing, Chad. You're really good. Yeah, but also like, why was that font in particular so expensive? Like, I know it's popular, right? But like, how do you price a font? Like, how do you know the font is worth $50 or $500? What's like the delineation between like a high tier? Because it feels like games in that sense, where like a game might be priced at like 15, 20, or 30, and then but there's often no rhyme or reason for it. Akbar is your one love. You would never betray it. Okay, you know what's crazy? You saying Akbar, it sounds like someone's name. So I'm like, who is Akbar? And then like then I remember that we're talking about fonts. Is there actually a font called Akbar? I got the bar. I got 1 more silk. Wait, so that gives me silk? I thought it gave me life. Okay, so I have 1 more silk. Huh. So Akbar is a font. Okay, good. It's a goofy looking font. Okay, now we have a font elitist inside the like chat, okay? In your opinion, what's a good looking font? Like what are the qualities that you think makes a font look good? And how do you know that it looks good? Holy shit, chat. Chat, I have good news. Wait, no, I have to do something. Okay, just give me a text. Change my info, you fucker. Give me a second, sorry chat. I'll let you all know what just happened in just a moment, but I need to do this. Just give me a second. Just give me a moment. Sure. Wait, sorry, just still doing this? Okay, well, it's a disaster. Okay, well. I just got the payment from Twitch. I finally got the payment from Twitch for the payout. It's $138, chat. You have made me $138 richer. Thank you, chat. You know what's crazy? That can buy her 6 Silksongs. Who wants Silksong? Who wants Silksong? Oh shit! Plus 130. Plus 138. What's interesting actually is that the company that they use is called Tipalti, which is a very interesting name for a company that gives a payout, because it doesn't even seem real. Actually, let me sign into the account, because it also said that there was suspicious activity, because I think they think that was real. I mean, fake. I think they think that was fake, so I need to go to the actual site. Just like, give me a second. I have to like do this. I have to fix this, because I know that PayPal is very heavy on like stealing money. So depends on the use. Oh, so okay. So the font payment price depends on the use, but isn't the use defined by the users and not necessarily by the whatchamacallit, right? Like, isn't that true? Because otherwise, then it's like, what does it? You know what I mean? Because then it's like, okay, what is the point of, like, how would you know how the font is going to be used until it gets used? No. Am I crazy? 46739. Oops. Also, when they ask me how I know that it wasn't stolen, I want them to look at this VOD and look at me try to get the account set up again. New password created. Thank you for helping us keep your account safe. Okay, thank you. It's literally my account. You're not helping me. You haven't helped me keep it safe. I'm keeping it safe, and you're literally just here bothering me. That doesn't make any sense. Perfect. Yep, here we go. 138.55, chat. In Canadian. Pretty good, chat. Pretty good. Pretty good. Transfer money. Transfer to your thingamabob. No fee. Right away. You have made me $135 richer. $138 richer. You know what's crazy, actually? I actually checked out the amount of purchases on Steam so far for all the games I've played. And let me tell you, it's really, really bad. I counted up every single expense ever since I started streaming. We're about $6,000 in the hole in terms of like all the stuff that I bought for various stream segments, which is a lot. So I'm like, ah, shit. You just trust. Font designers rely on companies to not lie, since for them getting sued is a big deal. That is true. I guess that makes sense, yeah, because it's like the individual font designer, like the Virgin font designer and the Chad company with like way more funds, right? I get what you're saying. You saw people use it for those additional footnote scribbles under speech bubbles in manga, and use it for yourself too. Don't know why you like it so much. Wait, the Akbar font is used for the footnotes in manga? As in like online ones, like the fan translations, the scanlations, or even official ones? Because I have an official one right now of the best series in my mind that I wish more people knew about, Wotakoi, okay? It's the only series where there's no goonerism, okay? There's only one big titty character, and she's legal age. She's actually an old hag. That's the best part. Everyone in Wotakoi is old enough to be your mother. That makes it so much hotter. Same thing with Adobe subscriptions. Adobe doesn't really care about solo designers. It's the companies where the real money's at. Right, that makes sense. Right. Yeah, because like everybody pirates Adobe, and like no one really cares, because it's like that's like the. To be fair too, if you can't pirate Adobe, how would you ever be able to like learn it, right? Because you wouldn't have the means, and you wouldn't have the like tool to like practice with. I can't believe it. In some fan scanlations, okay, I see. Yeah, you feel like that's the Windows model too. Yeah, but like Windows, I mean, Windows is like different now. Like I feel like Windows has moved into the Linux model, where like, which is a weird thing to say, but it's like, it feels like you only really pay for support now. Like it feels even less important to them. Like, because licensing for companies. Actually, no, I take it back. I get what you mean. But I was thinking like the Linux model from an individual standpoint, where it's like you pay for support, but even then support's free. And companies, you only pay not to be sued, so it is the exact same. It actually is the exact same. Please die. Thank you. You know, it kind of makes me wonder, like, is there no other model that could work for software, right? Because like, presumably they moved to those models because there is no other alternative, right? But if those large companies can't even sell software, what hope does a smaller software place even have to sell software then? Maybe it's just impossible to make money doing software. And maybe the only reasons that we've been able to do so far is through scams. Like at some point I might have to do crypto. Oh, not you too, streamer, not you too on the crypto train. I want the lava. I expected this workshop too would only contain combative types, but you seem composed, Forge Daughter. You met the workers, they're all wound up. They still work at that task in a simple way, but they're useless for conversation. It's only yourselves and young Ballo with any sense left. The behavior of your fellow workers, I've seen similar agitation upon the roads. These dogs are not alone in the strangest of their occupants. Tis odd behavior to be sure, but not for Ballo and us to know. Ours is busy work and we keep to ourselves. Whatever the goings on of the world outside, no bother to us as long as our craft can continue. They literally don't care except to make items. Have I found Shermer? No, I don't know where Shermer is, and we've gone so far in this map that I don't even know where else to go, really. Keep well, Forged Daughter. I should return it if I need your aid. Yes or no, either is fine, Burris. Stickcorn. Okay, 1, my name is changed now. It's no longer Stick. 2, I think I would make it sound even more scammy. Like, if I had to make a coin and I had to make it, like, something that I had to do, I would make it feel even more scammy. It wouldn't even be called stick coin because it's too on the nose. Like, you know, like, this is crazy to like think about. New cryptocurrencies have naming schemes that feel like energy drink names. Like, they all feel like some variation of like a new Red Bull flavor, like Solana, or like nothing is going to like Bitcoin was the only name that made sense because it was like it was like really clear about how it works. But Ethereum sounds like a new age like feel that we found on the moon. This shit doesn't like make any sense anymore. It's not obvious, right? So I need to stick with that same idea because if it's too obvious, people get afraid. Wait, your stick? Dogecoin sounds cute. Yeah, but it's also being like co-opted, so it's like if you had a dog, but the dog was owned by like a racist person, would that dog still be cute? I don't think so. Like, it's kind of hard to like I said, like it's hard for me to look at that dog and then go, "Oh, so cute," considering like who's been using that dog. It's hard, chat. Like, it's really hard. And 2, like, it's crazy because that actual dog, right? That actual dog apparently got no money for it. So the actual owner of that dog got nothing. You said I take less damage. The whole point of this is that I take less damage. Reduces damage taken from lava and magma. They're liars. Maybe there's a double jump at some point. Look at the dog and not the owner. You know what? That is fair. But what if the dog itself agrees with those viewpoints? What if the dog agrees with those viewpoints? What then, chat? What then? Then what do you do? That's the conundrum. Do you think dogs can be racist? I don't don't think so, right? Although my dog, you know what's funny? Our dog really hates kids. Our dog is actually ageist. Our dog really hates children. Like she hates every single one. I don't know why. We've actually been trying for a very long time to make her not hate kids, but she hates them. There has to be a way. I think you break that and you hit the lava over. It's not a good boy now. It's a cute radicalized dog. I don't think this works. I need to go up there to hit that. I must be missing like a double jump or something. Like I have to be missing some core mechanic in this game. You know, it sort of makes you wonder like what dogs think of us, right? Because my dog sometimes does look at me funny. And I sort of go, okay, well, what are you thinking of when you look at me in that way, right? Is it that you respect me or do you hate me in some form? And I do always wonder that. And her answer does, you know, change whether or not she like gets fed. Not that I wouldn't feed her, but like if she could vocalize her thoughts, I think I'd be more hesitant to want to feed her. Like I would be like maybe it's for the best if we just call it a day and we split up. I think the only place I can go is Hunter's March, but I can also go back and go to the Ant Kingdom. But I think the Ant Kingdom is the Hunter's March. Come here. Come here. Oops, come here. Thank you. Man, this game is really good. I keep thinking about how this game was made only by like what, 3 people too. It's kind of impressive when you think about what goes into making a game. Because I was also checking out on various different whatchamacallit, talks and presentations on various bits of tech. And I realized that my knowledge of how to make a game was so lacking, so as to be embarrassing, because it's so difficult to make something like this. If my dog suddenly talks, will I find it creepy or amazing? Probably creepy. It reminds me of that SCP where it's like, was it the SCP or was it from the Home Safety Hotline, where it takes over the body of your dog and it starts talking to you? Because the thing is, right? I don't think my dog would have anything good to say. Because I don't think dogs are necessarily like. To me, dogs... Okay, I know how to say this without being mean to a dog, but like... When you see a dog in real life, and you see what they do, you just sort of think to yourself, how did they make it this far within life? You know what I mean? Like... Because like dogs, they don't do anything. They actually don't do anything. My dog will just stare at the ceiling for hours. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you doing? So even if they talk, right? I don't think they would have anything to say, even if they could. My theory is that dogs can talk, but they choose not to because they have nothing to say. But it would also just be creepy if they did have something interesting to say, because it would mean that they've been living a life outside of my own, which is weird. Because insofar as I know, the dog only really lives a life when I live a life. Like my dog is only as interesting as I am. If I don't go for a walk, she's not that interesting, right? It's just the way that it is. She's just conserving energy. That's what... Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Because it doesn't make sense otherwise. Oh! Oh my god, I'm alive. That was really close. Maybe they're just judging the painter's paint. What? Maybe they're judging the painter's paint job. I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like they have so many multitudes of thoughts, but because I'm not privy to them, it looks like they're not doing anything. Why did you TSKR me? I just grunted. I grunted out of fear of dying. Did I just kill them at the camp for no reason? I think I just killed a couple. Oh my god, Chad, I just killed a couple. I just killed an unfortunate couple who was here on a date. I don't feel so good. But also, what was the point of this room then? What even is here? Maybe it was up there. Maybe I could talk to the ants at some point. Maybe me killing them was bad. Maybe I need to think about this idea of like, well, they attacked me. Yeah, but like, wouldn't you? Like, I don't know how to say this, but like, if somebody opens the door while I'm like balls deep in my wife, I think I would probably be like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, it just, because it's like, what are you doing, man? Give us some privacy. What the fuck? The door is locked for a reason. Okay, the door is locked. The windows are closed for a reason. There's no reason they should be here. No, it's not a cuck situation. It is not the cuck chair situation. You can't just say cuck chair to everything. Hello, gang. Are we friendly? You are not friendly. Okay, sorry. Oh, wait. I think I can parry things, but I can't tell. There's one ant missing. Yes, we can. I mean, it is interesting to think of like the word cuck and then think about all the ways that it could be used, right? I'm realizing that like cuck should eventually enter, because you know how like the Times Square has like that like word of the, sorry, not the Times Square, the Webster or like something has that word of the word of the day of the year thing. Cuck should enter that vocabulary at some point because it's so versatile. You can use it for every situation. You can be a corporate cuck when you are way too corporate brained and you believe that like, you know, sticking with the company will get you a raise. You can be like a cuck where it's like, you know, you're not really there to like watch, but like someone's forcing you to like watch, right? Type of deal. You can be a cuck because like you'd want to watch, right? Someone breaks in your house and brings a chair with them. What would you do? I would. Well, it depends on the quality of the chair. I've actually been looking at chairs recently because I need a new chair because mine is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of solid. Like my chair feels a lot like what would happen if you had a chair and for some reason it was filled with rocks. Like that's what my current chair feels like. And I was thinking, like, it depends on the chair that they bring you, because there's a lot of different chairs out there that don't seem worth it, okay? Your average dining table chair, for instance, I don't know why it is the way it is. I feel like dining table chairs are the worst chairs, and yet that's the classic cuck chair. But I'm like, what's the point of it looking and, like, being the way that it is? Because the dining room chair, and this is the weird part, you would think that they'd be more comfortable because then you could sit there for a long time to enjoy your meal, talk to your family. Every dining room chair is designed to get you out of the room as soon as you can. It's like restaurant design took over home interior design. And I don't know why. Because it feels awful. But if you brought me an office chair, I'd be like, I would take that. You doubt that they will use the Herman Miller because they care about their posture. Wait, but if they... Isn't that contradictory? Like, wouldn't they use the Herman Miller because they care about their like posture? Isn't Herman Miller good? Or do you mean the Herman Miller chair where it's like that like weird It's like the egg chair. Because to me it's like if you have a Herman Miller, one, you have a lot of money, but two, you bought into the idea that posture matters. Oh, you doubt that they would care about their posture. I see. That's true. Yeah, I guess like what is the ideal cuck chair? That's a good question. You know what I mean? Like what is the ideal surface for a cuck to sit in? I just went in a circle. Because it's not like they're there for a long time, presumably, or maybe that's the whole point. Like what's the average session of what's the average length of a cuckolding session, right? Because in clickholding, that game took us like maybe 2 or 3 hours, yeah. So if it takes you 2 or 3 hours, like maybe it's worth it. Is this what we're planning to do when we find his address? If you ever say that ever again, I have to ban you. I need to remind you, you can't joke about that. That's scary. Don't joke about that. Don't ever joke about that with any other streamer because that's terrifying. Okay, like it's I know that you're semi-joking, but if you're serious, I will ban you. But like, if you joke about that with any other streamer, they're gonna have a full-on panic attack. Like, listen, I'm more likely to hurt you than you are to hurt me. So it's like, you know, it's not like I'm super afraid. But for other people, like, most people do not hurt other people. So it's like, for most people, they'd be freaked out and they wouldn't know what to do. Just don't ever say that ever again. Just remember to bring your own chair. Is that what we're gonna do when we find out who you are? Daughter of a distant land, wait, I've already done this, no? I haven't done this. This is new. I never did this? Oops. So now I'm binding again to get something new. Swift Step. Hold R2. Sprint at blinding speed beyond one's natural limits. Chase and prey and leap great distances. Oh my god, it was here the whole time. I like that. That feels really good. Now he will be scared of any person with a chair outside of his home. I mean, I'd be scared of that regardless because it's like, how often do you need a chair outside? This is the thing, right? Chairs are one of the most useless pieces of furniture in the world. Think about this. You don't ever need your own chair. Like, it's so rare for you to need your own chair somewhere. You often just use a chair that's provided for you. Like, cars come with chairs because it wouldn't make sense to bring your own chair. Oh! You also just can't bring a chair with you to most places because people will look at you funny and then be like, well, what are you doing? You can actually dash in the air too. This is sick. I will say holding R2 is a very uncomfortable premise, but it does work out well if you get used to it. It just feels very clunky to me. And it's probably because I'm just not used to it, but I'd rather not have to hold R2 and I'd rather just be able to like move to like tap the button twice or something. Or even like press jump twice to activate it. Or even like hold X or something. Just something about the shoulder buttons doesn't feel good. But I'm not but I am not a console player, so. Chair PTSD. Well, now you know not to say that to other random streamers. You feel like it should be something portable. Hey, you know what's crazy? So for the baby shower, right? When they went to go do the baby shower, I saw the decline of a Canadian mainstay, which is also funny to say because they're absolute dog shit in Canadian Tire. The prices for a portable blue like lawn chair style thing, like the one that you would see in the Big Lebowski, is like, it's like $30 now. And I was like, why is it $30? Because I'm like, the point of the chair is that it's cheap, it's easy to fold, and it's easy to bring and just launch somewhere. Hello, Chad. Hello. And so it's like, the fact that it's gone up that much in the price feels like a scam because it's like, what are you paying for? It's still the same chair, and it's not like that thing is super hard to construct. But now, like, the classical beach chair thing, or like the style of chair, is just bad. Who are you? Hi. How sad. Little spider has fallen from its cage. So lost, so weak. Or a little morsel. I can save you, little spider. All the trouble you'd face above, all the suffering. It's so simple. I just kill you here and now. Pluck that flickering life right out of you. Your threats are worthless, child. You are my foe. Stay your voice and raise your blade. Delicious. I like you already. Okay. Whoa. This doesn't seem very hard. I think I accidentally got the late game upgrade way too way too soon. I think I got the Wanderer's form and it's making it way too easy because this is very easy. This isn't very hard at all. Do you see what I mean, chat? The boss fights are not even close to the same difficulty as the normal mobs feel like you're fighting for your life. The boss fights are just like normal fights. Although I really do enjoy learning the parry mechanic here, because now I see how the parry works. That's the boss fight? This game is actually easier to play than you would ever imagine. It's so much easier to fight bosses than it is to fight the mobs. The mobs have so much difficulty. Cuckers are inflating the price of foldable chairs. You need to know the correlation now. That is true, right? Because there has to be some market trends that people don't know about. Like if okay, what if that's just the first phase? Well, I mean, it's gonna be a while until phase 2, I guess. It's gonna be a very long while. We won't see her for the next, like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. But, okay, so if I was a marketing exec, I would put money towards trying to figure out these different correlations. Like, this idea of, like, oh, the more people that are into cuckoldry, the more sales there will be of certain types of chairs. Like, because you know how like there's R&D for like tech, and so the R&D for tech makes things like the sex toys with the API in it. Now imagine that, but for marketing. So they come up with those solutions. I think it'd be way better. I need another key. I need 2 keys. A heavy door with a chain padlock. So that's that one. What other jumps could I have done with this? What else could I have done with this long jump, actually? There's a lot of places I could go with the long jump, actually. I feel like I remember quite a few, especially within the first zone. Are we far from the train? Not really. Okay, you know what? Let's just try it. This game really has a weird thing where it's like, if you go a certain way, the difficulty curve of the game really ramps down. Like, I feel like I've had way more trouble fighting off the hordes of the like gauntlets compared to the bosses here. Every boss so far actually has felt very underwhelming. Hollow Knight kind of had the same problem too, actually. The first game, up until you got to the super boss. That was when I was like, now it feels interesting. Let's go to the train, and we'll see if I can go somewhere else new and cool. Hey! Let's go to Bone Bottom. Oh! We can do... I think we can do the Wormways now, no? I swear the Wormways is doable in some form with it, right? I don't know. Okay, why is it no longer green? No, it's still green. Okay, so it's still green. Nothing there. I need a vendor pins. Hello? Los Kaka. Give me the pins, thank you. The Marl's that way. Was there anything up there that I needed? Why did I mark that one? But over here for sure. Like, I can jump to the left side now. And even actually from the very top, I might be able to do something interesting. At the very top of this, there was that giant fall, and there was a body that was just hanging there. I could do something cool over there as well. Oh, this feels so much better, too. I love whenever games like this give you a mobility option. It feels like your entire gameplay has changed in a single move. Because look at this. So much faster. I'm taking a lot more damage, though. Oh, shit. No! Here we go. Okay, I kind of get it. You have to go like, you have to go like this, and then okay, so you get to grab the ledge as you fall and get to jump. I kind of get it. And then you go like that. There we go. Perfect. That's a good skip. Why did I go here again? Why did I mark this? What? Why did I mark that? That's no longer necessary. So, okay, that was useless. Huh. This is okay. You know what? I'm not that good. Okay, well, that's cruel. I need to get better at like making the checkpoints. Otherwise, I'm just stuck here all the time. Oh god. What other market trends can you identify, chat? Because the cuckoldry thing is good. Like there's some common ones, right? Of like, oh, it's summer, beach season, you sell chairs. Or like you sell, you sell barbecue stuff, right? But the cuck one is an interesting angle. But there has to be more of those angles. Maybe it's like... And which one's for software specifically? Because that's the only one that I can make money in. And I was actually thinking about this. I was thinking about the way that it's fucked up that the only way that I can make money is via software. Because I feel like I think I'm feeling the same way that auto workers feel. Not the crushing despair of not having any money because all the factories are like closed, but like the idea that you're locked into a single career choice because that's all you've ever known. Because then, if I can find the thing of like the cuck chair analogy for software in terms of like the marketing thing, I could actually figure out and be the first one to make money off of something stupid. Oh, hey, I guess I didn't switch back to the thing, eh? Okay, so nothing's here. Up here was something, I think. It was this. Pretty sure it was this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, well that didn't really go as far as I thought it would. The wormway is over here. Anything AI related is easy money. Yeah, but then you're dealing with AI. And I don't want to be known as the AI bro. I feel kind of bad for him, actually. I feel kind of bad for that bug, because he can't catch me anymore. AI toaster software. You jest, but remember when we found the smart toaster, right? That's the dumbest thing that I've seen so far. Because it's literally a scam. God, it feels so much better. This is the one. That's okay. This is where it's where I couldn't go last time. Is it? No, it's not. No, it was here. Yeah, it was here. Here we go. I remembered correctly. Good. Here we go. Hold new zone. Boss fight? No boss fight. That's a hard jump. How do I get up on this thing? I don't even think you can frame perfect that. Like, you have to go a different way. Maybe we'll go right side first. But yeah, you say the AI toaster thing, but like the fact that it is crazy to me that like a lot of these like weird commodity pieces of hardware have so much software in them. It's actually, I think it's a bit of a curse and maybe a sign of things to like come, that software people are trying to insert themselves into different ventures that you don't really need. You bought an air purifier a few years ago. There's 3 modes: automatic, full, and sleep. After the AI boom started, they renamed automatic mode to AI. How often do you think that's happened? Because that has to have happened a lot, right? There must be like a ton of products that have started out as just like a simple auto mode, which is just it's just a matter of like some timing or some other heuristic thing, and they've simply renamed it to make use of the AI, right? That has to be a common occurrence. I'm actually curious to see what other products have that's happened for. Wow. But also, maybe name and shame. Name and shame your air purifier so that we don't buy that same air purifier. Because do you really trust an air purifier that like sells you on that stupid thing, right? I don't think so. Because think about this. If the air purifier's job is to make you able to breathe and then it uses AI to do so, when the AI revolt happens, does that mean that you're going to like die? Because the AI doesn't want you to live? It's a Xiaomi. Okay, well now I kind of don't want to say that because I actually really do enjoy some Xiaomi products. Some Xiaomi products kind of slap. Some of them kind of slap. Not all of them, but some of them really do. I thought that was Sherma. I was so happy. Where's Sherma? Rashkar, you're cool, but I really want Sherma. That was an easy skip. Actually, you know what's crazy? The Xiaomi walking pad. So the Xiaomi made this like under desk treadmill. They were the only ones I saw do it for so long, and all of a sudden everybody started doing the under desk treadmill during COVID. And I was like, what happened that like everyone started to get on that train except for the the obvious, right? And I was actually curious to see like how good theirs was compared to the alternatives. Like theirs blows the water out of most other ones. Greetings, Chakra. It's a welcome surprise to hear you call echo through these crumbling tunnels. I goes to search for your master. But Shanka! It is a difficult task to track anything in these caverns while the worms ceaselessly churn the rock. Still, I can see that my master has traveled here. Her path within this land winds strangely. I wonder at her intent. It is no matter, though. She didn't enlighten me when again we meet. Until then, I will continue in her shadow. You have a map. Thank you. You purchased the last of my mapping stock for now. Yeah. Wow. This is good. Bashanka! So that's good. I can go over there after. Bone Bottom is over here. What? A higher level of Bone Bottom, really? You know, you've actually recently been banned in a person chat on Twitch for the first time. So you can say you've made it on Twitch. It wasn't a stalking joke though. Okay, but then what was the message? You can't just say that you've been banned. Okay, but like this is a thing that I've been thinking about too, right? If you've been banned in other chats, doesn't that preclude that I should ban you here? But then like some people really do ban heavier than me. I'm heavy on bans. But like some people ban at the slightest twitch of any pulse. And I'm like, I don't know, like, like I'm fine with disagreements, right? Like, but like I've seen some people banned for disagreements even. But now it's like now you're under the microscope. What did you get banned for? And I don't believe that you're less unhinged in other people's chats. But if you are, then it's like, what did I do to deserve the worst version of you, right? What have I done to deserve this side of you? Dead Bug's Purse. This kind of purse for Fallen Pilgrim allows the bearer to retain some rosaries upon defeat. That doesn't really matter because the bodies are kind of easy to find. You do Omega Lol, but you haven't told us why yet. Tell us why. To be fair, I've heard that from my friends where like my chat, they feel more free in my chat of like, they feel like they can be themselves in my chat because it's like, I don't really care. Like, aside from like the obvious bad stuff, it's like if you're not a bad person, it's just like I don't think that being weird isn't a crime. Being cringe might be, but like it takes a lot for me to go that's like a bad cringe, right? I think there's like a good and a bad cringe, and so far no one's ever hit like the rock bottom cringe. Nobody. We're further up now. What? Oh my god. We're getting closer to the very top. You're a bad person. Nobody nobody knows it. Okay, well now you're under the, okay. You're both under the microscope. You're both under the microscope. Answer my question. Both of you. What have you both been banned for before on the Twitch? Some of you have more to lose based on this question. asking for free stuff. Holy shit, that's good. That's really funny. Oh god, that was good. Woo. Oh, it was so good that I had to drink some water. Wow. Asking for free sub. That's how you got banned. But you know what's crazy, right? That's not necessarily... I feel like that's like the most tame thing that you could do on Twitch. Is asking for a subscription. Like, it almost sounds fake, the fact that you got banned for that, of all things. Other chatter, you haven't answered yet. Other chatter, tell me why you got banned. Tell me now. You can't avoid your fate. Nah, some streamers really do be like that. That's the thing that like surprises me, right? Because like some things are annoying. I think some things that chatters can do are annoying and are ban worthy just because they're annoying. But other things, I'm like, it's the opportunity for you to riff on them. Like, you know how I said that like this chat, like the Twitch chat, is basically my test bed for certain jokes, and like you are basically the final frontier of a joke. And then how like if the Discord doesn't like it, then I go to like here, right? It's because this is the only place where it feels like you can basically improv live with a whole group of people. And so far, it's been pretty good. Insert more rosaries. I have none. I need double rosaries? Why is there like a double rosary thing? 2 rosaries. 1 for 80, 1 for 40. 40 gives you the save point. 80 gives you what? At the same time, though, I'm not going to say that they should run their channel like I do. Because I've also been told that my channel and the way that I run my chat, it's like an anarchy server or something. Like, it just feels crazy. Oh, you're evil. Oh, shit. Come here, come on. Follow me. Which makes sense, but like, I don't think it's that bad, but like, it is, like, I can see that if you're an individual who isn't used to it, like, it would be impossible. Like, I don't know how I'm ever gonna get a moderator in this chat. I feel like they would have a panic attack the first day. Because people would say things, and they'd be like, should I ban them? And I'm like, is it bad? And then they say, like, I mean... it's just weird, and then I would say no, and then it's like, because every single Twitch mod that I've ever seen, it's like, I don't know if they could handle, you know, some level of these conversations. Not that these are necessarily good conversations, but like, not bad. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's just hard to explain. You like to think that you're good at improv. You've done mandatory acting classes, after all. Does Finland have mandatory acting classes alongside a mandatory military service? Because if so, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny that you have to like pretend to act and then also go to the military. There's something about that combination that is very funny to me. It's like 2 juxtaposed designs almost. Nah, but your art school had... wait. Your art school, your visual design class art school forced you to go and learn how to act. Why? Why did they do that to you? Not that that's a bad thing, but I feel like, isn't that like an entirely different discipline? And that's an entirely different set of concerns? Like, that doesn't even feel like a real thing. No? It's an acting and an art school. Okay, can I say something? Can I say something about the acting and the art school like the amalgamation of art? I get the point of why you do art as a whole, because it's like you want people to be exposed to a lot of different diverse experiences, because in a way that also does inform your art. But how come it's always enforced for art but no other discipline? Like, for me, it's a miracle if I can find a music academy or an acting academy. Otherwise, it's just academy for the arts. But if you go to a school for engineering, you only go to a school for engineering. Hello, Pashka, Brashka, Sashka, what's your name? Chakra. These root-woven roads show evidence of my master's passage. A thrice-crushed bug, gouged wood, score prints of sharp claws passing. Small signs that only I can read. Though the trail is cold, it eases me to know that she is still within this land. 70. Okay, well, I'll buy the. I'll buy it later. Baki. And why is it that the engineers? I feel like engineers should actually be lumped in with the psychologists, because I feel like there's a significant overlap in the two disciplines, right? No, and you think I'm crazy, but how often is your engineering purely a technical matter versus being something that involves you trying to convince someone that their idea is stupid? To me, the combination is clear as day, but the world hasn't caught up to my ideas yet. Engineers should have mandatory improv classes. I don't want my engineers to be better at lying. I don't want them to be better at lying. I want them to be worse. The better that an engineer is at lying, the more likely the bridge is to collapse, chat. Like there is a very high risk of the bridge falling. I need to save the flea. Where are you, buddy? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! And there's no overlap in skill, right? You use psychology within engineering constantly. The amount of times that I've had to glaze my PM to get them to like do something, it's more than you would expect. Like it's chat. I might have glazed more people in my life than you've ever known in your life. That's how much glazing that I've had to like do. Engineer that has an improv side hobby must be the worst combo for a company. Wait, you're onto something here, chat. You're onto something. Like what skill combinations are the worst possible fit for living in society? I think you're onto something with it. Engineer and improv is a really good one. Yeah, because you will never know if they're acting right now or not, right? However, consider this. Consider that every engineer that you know is a furry, and yet you can't confirm it. Think about that. Every single person in IT that you've ever known is a furry, but you just can't confirm it because they won't ever tell you. So you're already living in an actor's world, right? They just don't want to tell you. So is it so bad? I don't think so. Actually, now that I think about it, improv may be the only way that engineers would want to work somewhere. You would know from the billions of dollars they've made in a few months. Yeah, why is it that they're so cracked at what they do, actually? Yeah. Like, I actually don't understand. I've never met a bad engineer that's also a furry. I've always ever known them to be like the best engineers ever. I have no money. Okay, well, I need to come back here after. So, I need to come back here. I need to do this, and then there was also this one over here, right? This room too. Okay, here we go. Chat, we have the explanation of why they got banned. You're not actually sure why, since it doesn't display the reason. You thought maybe you bantered too close to the sun. Okay, you thought maybe your last message could be interpreted like being actually mean. But at the same time, it doesn't feel much different from how people usually bantered there. Also, in this case, you would expect to be banned right after you type the message, which you would. You only notice after like 3 days. So another theory is maybe it's because you've been subscribed for 6 months and it displayed it in chat for some reason. And a mod thanked you for some reason, but then Twitch didn't let you pay, so maybe they interpret it as a donation refund or something, which is against the rules. This one aligns better with the 3 days after, since it's around when the sub expired and they didn't let you renew. Yeah, but then like I would expect that to be more of a system change and not really like a per streamer change. I don't know if per streamers ban people based on that. Like, I feel like the system as a whole would stop it. But maybe that's ludicrous of me to say because no one subs on my channel. Like, I don't have the same concerns as a streamer who needs people to sub because nobody subs on this channel for some reason. No, I'm just kidding, okay? That's a joke. I know why you don't sub. That's actually the way it's meant to be. But because of that, I don't know the concerns of a streamer who does need subs and then what they would be looking for. Because that does actually sound somewhat plausible if it's like, if you're indistinguishable from a scam, then like what can they do, right? They would just ban you for it. But that is funny. Like, that is funny that that's how they would get you. I hope that's the case, just because it would be funny. You're just doing what you're just doing what you were told to do, not sub. And I appreciate that. Pilgrim, spare a song for those who lay here silent. By strength of men, they fell before the final ascent. Da-da. Da-da. Da-da-baba. Wow. Wow. He's good. He's really good. I need money. I need a lot more money to be able to do this stuff. Without money, I can't do anything. Volatile flint beetles. Flint beetles have awoken in the morrow. The gems are grown. Their bellies provide a pure constant worth. Harvest the treasure and be rewarded. Sure. In the morrow. Too bad you have all this money laying around with no use. Well, that's good, right? It means that you're saving money for a future that you may not even know exists. How do you know? How do you know that tomorrow there will even be another day? How do you even know that? Okay, so every dollar that you save is technically good for you. I'm the only honest person on this platform. Because I'm the only one who tells you that I don't need the money. Not that I wouldn't like the money. I would like the money. But like, I don't need the money. And I tell you that it's better for you. Other people would say it's useless to save money. And you would just, I don't know, like what do you get for your sub? What do you get for your sub? Think about the value that you get for your sub. Other channels, you sub, they say your name once and they forget about you for a month. Here, I talk to you every day for free. Why? 'Cause we're all fucking losers. Track. What the hell is this? Oh, I'm tracking the poop of the bug. I'm using my bug senses to track the poop of this flint bug. Track it down and I'll see its like poopy exterior. I see it. What in the world is this thing? Nice. I got one flint gem. You get Lavita's pictures. that's actually true though, right? And it's funny to think about that I've effectively outsourced, like I've outsourced the sub benefits to that other chatter. But I want you to know more sub benefits will come soon. I just haven't figured out and made things yet. So maybe they just misclicked about banning you. You know, there's a possibility that they could have just misclicked banning you. Yeah. Have you submitted a ban appeal? Because that is an interesting thing to like see. Yeah, you are still to write the unban request essay. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, as somebody who streams, if you write me an essay, you're staying banned. The more words it takes for you to convince me that you're not a bad person, the more likely it is that I am to believe that you're a bad person. You have to... It's like a resume. It's like a resume. One paragraph, MLA format. Why should you be unbanned? Even less, okay? I would argue a paragraph is too long. 2 sentences. Why should you be unbanned? You can't do an essay. It doesn't work. It will never work in the... You can't use more words to convince somebody... Okay, you know what? Okay, life tip. Life tip. You can't use more words to convince someone why you're not wrong. You have to use the emotion behind you. You have to think about the emotion and the mindset that led to you becoming that way. Because that's the thing that is currently blocking you from freedom. Right? So, your first message should be, sorry, I didn't mean to scam you. That's really, I mean, Chad, that's pretty good, right? That's actually pretty good, right? I can make this fall off the side, right? Because last time I was able to move it in, but now I kind of want to see how far it can go. Oh, I didn't think it would break. I thought it would be fine, but I didn't think it would just blow up. Oops. I think that's a bad thing. I think I did something wrong. Oops. Oh, that's why I have the flying bugs. Get over here. Come here. You and you, follow me. Ow. Follow me. Follow me, come on. One at a time. One at a time. No, you come over here. Oops. Oops. One at a time. One at a time, folks. One at a time. No, come over here. Don't get stuck. If you get stuck, then your brother's gonna die first. Okay? Come over here. Stop getting stuck. Come, both of you come down here. Both of you come over here. Come here. You idiot. This is why you're not my favorite child. Okay, here we go. No, please. It has to be a good item. If it's hard to do that trick, it has to be good. This is okay. There's a moment I'm realizing that this game has multiple moments that you can point to where it's like, this is the insanity moment, or like, this is the Silk Sanity, right? This is my Silk Sanity. I was actually thinking, okay, has anybody checked the stock markets, right? When Silksong released, was there a noticeable uptick in certain industries, right? And also, check research websites, okay? Did you notice a sizable uptick in more papers being published or something? Because, like, think about this. I was thinking about this, okay? Same theory. It's the same theory that is behind my idea of if you free WoW players from having to play WoW, then the stock market all of a sudden sees a huge surge in like trading numbers, in like trading volume, because now all the traders who would trade inside WoW can just trade in real life. Cut chair industry. The cut chair industry is growing. I think if anything, it's like breast augmentation, like surgeries, yeah? Given the amount of like breasticles that was going on with the main the main character, the way that they would like draw her, I think that's where all the money is. Okay, boys, go over here. Okay, buddies, come over here. Come on. No! There has to be some correlation that we've missed as a society. When all the people who were waiting for this game were freed and let go. Free to wander the world again. I bet you Reddit lost most of its value. Because all of a sudden everyone who was on Reddit is now gone. Living their life free of Silk Sanity. Like, user counts must have gone down. I bet you there's only like 20 people left in that subreddit. Friend. Okay, where is this bug? I see where the bug could have been. Oh no, that was the bomb room, though, right? God. Why didn't I get this power sooner? It's actually kind of crazy how much of these powers feel like a complete game shift in terms of how you would play the game. Feels so much better. Ow. Oh god, oh god. Maybe it doubled instead. Maybe everyone started typing how hard the game is. Again, it's crazy to me that you said that to me the last time, because the game's difficulty is actually very good. I actually think that the game, compared to most other games of this genre, is way easier. Like, I remember in Bloodstained, there were some sections that felt like it was designed to torture you in the game. I was almost impressed that the people who made that game somehow play tested it to get through those sections themselves. Or maybe they didn't, and that was part of the problem. But it's like, there's like no way that it's like that much harder. We assume that most that play it are not real gamers. That's true. Okay, that is a good point too. Yes, because there is that phenomenon of like, or like not phenomenon, but like this game in particular does lend itself well to the idea of like the person who only draws fan art of a game. There's like a certain archetype, and it's not a bad archetype. I'm just saying that the archetype exists, okay? It's the archetype of person who all they do is they go find a cool, cute-looking game. They go in the wiki, they learn the lore, they look at the characters, and then they draw multiple volumes worth of fan art for the game that could fill up a museum. That's not a bad thing. But I do always forget that they exist because it's crazy to me that like the game's story has somehow enthralled someone enough for them to want to... Why is my controller vibrating all of a sudden? Chat, the vibration on my controller until now has never worked. Why is it vibrating now? What the fuck? I changed nothing. The game just started vibrating every time I hit things now. What happened? Did I get like a hot pick? Like a hot fix? What? How? Okay. So there's no bug here. Maybe it's on the bottom right. Oh, there's something here. Oops. It's a lot of vibration all of a sudden. I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. That's kind of weird. Like my controller all of a sudden feels really good to play with. I gotta stick it near my crotch. Can I say something? I'm actually afraid to touch other people's controllers, right? I'm especially afraid once I see their sex toys. Like I feel like your sex toy collection and then the console that you play have a intrinsic link. Like the consoles that you used to play as a child. Like, okay, well that's a weird thing to like say, but like the consoles that you enjoy playing on the most have a link to the sex toys that you eventually buy, right? Like I guarantee you, everyone who uses a vibrator used to have like an electric toothbrush, right? I don't know how to prove this. I just know that I'm right. And you can't say that I'm wrong because my evidence is very sound. Sorry, I need to focus. So where am I even going? So I need to go over there. I'm assuming the bug is over here. Well, was they played with drills as a kid? They're probably dentists and serial killers. Okay, this is a weird question, but everyone here is old enough to like tell me, okay? When I was a kid, my favorite toy was paper and pencils. As in, like, I used to make my own card games. Like, you know, like Hearthstone and stuff? I used to make my own card games like that. I used to theory craft, like, strategy games as a child with paper and stuff. I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! But I said, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sucks because you have to, like, pay money. And then, like, some of the cards are broken, so let me make a better game. Right? So what was your game of choice as a child? Like what was your activity of choice as a child? And because now you're all doing something that presumably has a link to that. Impact drill is so cool looking with the additional handle looking like a weapon. What is an impact drill? Impact drill. With the additional handle looking like a weapon. What additional handle? What impact drill do you have that looks like a TMP? Oh, the heavy duty one? Oh yeah, I see it. The heavy duty one has like a mag in front that looks like a like this one, right? Let me show it really quickly. This thing does look like a cool gun. You played with cigarette packs. Okay, that I think is just a cry for help. Like that to me says that we have to get you like professional help. Also, chat. Okay, this chatter. What were your messages inside that chat channel? Like, what was the content of your messages in that chat channel? Because maybe what you said, like content-wise, gives us a hint as to what happened. Because I'm curious to like know what did. Because like bantering. Because the thing about bantering, right? If a random chatter came in and said one of our banters, I would look at them kind of funny. Not because they're not allowed to try, but because the banter that we do, it's like it's very easy for someone to believe that it's real, that you actually hate me and don't like watching me. And I know that that's not true because all of you love watching me and all of you are really nice to me. Right? And so it's like when you have somebody that like does that banter, it's like, how do you know for sure that they're doing it in a way that they're not actually like hating you in some form? Where is this taking me? Why is there another one now? And so it's like, I kind of get that idea of like, maybe you did the banter too wrong, but it's like, what was it like then? They used to look so pretty until you mandated putting "it gives you cancer" gore on them. It's not gore. It's is it gore if it's literally what happens to you when you smoke? It's not gore. That's what happens to you when you smoke, chat. That's not. They're not doing it to like shock. They're not doing it for the same reason that like Live Leak does the things. They're doing it because they're trying to tell you that you will end up like this. It's real. The cigarettes do that to you. That's your lungs after one smoke. Don't smoke. Smoking is stupid. Now you mean the pictures that they put together with it? Yeah, exactly. It's not gore. It's just life. It's just real life. Wow. Oh god, wow. Cool, I have all three now, so I can just leave now. Live Leak bought the major cigarette company just to promote their website. That'd be a crazy angle. Holy shit. I know I shouldn't be talking about Live Leak, because like that's like probably a quick road to getting banned, but like, that's actually... What if they did? What if they actually did do that, and all of a sudden that's why Live Leak is the way that it is? That's a good psyop. You're onto something, chat. That's a good psyop. You could be the marketer for like a weapons manufacturer. Like you should contact Raycon or something and then let them know your ideas, because I think they would appreciate it. Okay, so I know that we make weapons of mass destruction, and I know that we like make guns that blow people up, but like, how do people know how good it is, right? You guys ever hear about Live Leak? But yeah, what was the banter? Because I'm very curious now. I want to know why you got banned, chatter. Because there's something funny about the fact that you're my chatter and you got banned from somewhere else. In a way, it feels... You know what it feels like? Oh my god, I finally understand now. It's like two divorced parents. This feels like two divorced parents talking about their weird fucked up child. Like you know the movie We Don't Talk About Kevin? Oh my god. It's the same plotline. It's actually the exact same plotline. We don't talk about Kevin. Actually, maybe I shouldn't say that, because don't they die at some point? So hopefully, please don't die. Or like, please don't make me die. Your ideas are too good. The world would go south really quickly. Well, you say that, right? But I'm also the only person who thought of things like... Let me go back to the Discord here. I have some really good ideas within the Discord. Some really good ones. Let me scroll until I find them, okay? Some classics, right? Let's see. No, keep going. Oh, Fight Club, but it's Tyler Doulahan instead of Tyler Durden. It's the same movie, except the twist is way more obvious because he's headless compared to Edward Norton. That is like 10 out of 10, okay, right? Sometimes in the Femboy Socks channel, I have some really good ideas too, right? Like, it's really hard to find my ideas. Maybe we need like an ideas. You know what we need, chat? I have an idea. We need the ideas channel, okay? New ideas. Ideas are a dime a dozen, so why not share some? And then what's a good image for ideas? We need like an image that implies that this is an idea zone. Why do I have this? We don't talk about what we just saw. we don't talk about what we just saw, okay, chat? We don't talk about what we just saw. Friend slop. The friend slop. Okay? Idea channel. Everybody come here, post your ideas here, okay? Please. This is the place that you go. New channel for ideas. It just says ideas. Holy shit. Okay, and then I will start, and then I'll copy paste my Tyler Doulahan thing. Where's Tyler Doulahan? Fight Club, but it's Tyler Doulahan instead of Tyler Durden. I had other ideas too. Like, oh, over here, right? Sorry, other chatter, you have been scrolled over. What was it? Shit. Is there a search? I can't use search because I'm in streaming mode. Oh shit. Oh shit. Streamer mode. Enable streamer mode. God, there was like one good idea. Well, okay, so the Jet 2 holiday one is good. Submit your wall to the anime dummy mommy. What? Justin Bieber MSN. God, where are all of my good ideas? Where did I put all of my good ideas? Okay, well, somewhere here, my good ideas are somewhere. Just like, know that they're there, okay? I have had an equal, if not greater, amount of crazy ideas, okay? But I think we should harness our power for good, if not comedy. If we band together and we post a bunch of ideas in that channel, the world will have to answer us at some point. They will have to, you know, take us seriously. Because through the power of crowd share, is that the term? They will have to say, okay, we have to take these people seriously and we have to think about what they're saying. We have some pretty good ones too. Hey, don't. No, don't touch me. Where am I going? What do I do after this zone, actually? What do I do after here? So then I'm done here. I guess I go back down, bottom left. I can't go to the top right, because I don't have a move that can make me go upwards yet. Presumably, I'm going to get a move that allows me to go straight up afterwards. But as to when, I don't know. I should go visit the fleas. I should visit the fleas. How's their, like, you know, troop of fleas doing? So they have 4 of the 5 fleas that they need. Will they talk to me at this point, despite not having every single flea? Why is there a bottom section to this? What? Have I been here? I can't tell. This does look like a newish section that's like very different from the rest though. But yeah, I have realized that ideas are a bit of a dime a dozen. Like, when I was younger, I think I definitely kept too much stock in the idea of having your ideas be unknown. But now that I'm older, it's like your ideas mean nothing if you can't execute on them. Which is why the economy circle exists, right? Oh, look, the poor fleas are starting to make their way to us. What a precious thing. We have much to thank you for already. I hope we will have even more to be thankful of for very soon. Please keep seeing out our lost fellow, sure. Punta! Some beast here. I see them eat through bony ground. Is very smart. Bone everywhere, much abundant. If only had such stomach. Haha. Hey, little guys. Hey, little fellas. It's warm here. You agree? It's very. What to say? Cozy. I need to take a phone call. God damn it. I've been practicing a thing where I only go for 30 seconds per call. Because I feel like if a call takes longer than 30 seconds, we should have a face-to-face conversation, or you write me an email or a text message. The moment that a call gets like beyond 30 seconds, I think to myself, this is useless. The Fleet Master, though, is always want to move on. We will drag away somewhere soon. Not that calling is like the worst medium, but I feel like calling is just a very inconvenient medium compared to the alternative. Because you have to be in the moment. It's like, I don't want to be in the moment. I want to be my own person now. I think I do have to take the 3 bugs and get them up there somehow. But how? I have to do the flying bug in the tunnel to get to the top there, but I don't know how to do it. I'm missing something very important. Maybe there's a different bug combo that I can use. Okay, for now, just assume that I'm missing some powers that would help me get somewhere. And assume that it's not a very complicated jump thing, because I don't think we've ever seen something that complicated yet. But I am going to have to somehow get back up here at some point. So this is all done. The Moss home had an interesting... How did I even get here in the first place? It was the... right, the upgrades. I think I fell down afterwards. I hate this. Most of your ideas are just based on how you use something, so not sure if you would call those real ideas, more like UX fixes. Well, so then it's like, then you're categorizing ideas based on their viability, right? But like, I've read textbooks in my life, and I'm telling you right now, like, some people have some crazy ideas out there, chat. The value of an idea, I don't think, is based on like what it seems to be from like a social sense, but more from like a real practical sense. Like, if anything, your ideas are more battle tested than mine, because nobody is going to film a Tyler Doulahan version of Fight Club. That's just stupid. Not to say that that's a bad idea. I'm just saying that like society loses out, but that's not necessarily like a bad thing. It just means that society loses out in some way, right? But your ideas have basis within some reality that you live in, and that's valuable. Whether or not I would pay for it is a whole different thing. I'm just saying I would watch Tyler Doulahan. I wouldn't care about like the UX of Microsoft Office. But clearly, you know, you have an edge on me that I don't have. You're too realistic, no creativity, but you're a designer. No, I think people are more creative than they give themselves credit for. I think you're actually genuinely creative. You just don't know it yet, right? I think it's just a matter of like, you've just never really thought of yourself that way. You know what it is? You just don't believe in yourself. You just don't believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Do you know what I believe in? I believe that if you weren't creative, nobody would ever pay you as a designer. Although that also implies that you're being paid now, and so it's like, I don't really know if you're actually being paid. It would be funny if you weren't. With time, you can tell you're losing your creative side and you're going more to the engineering side. Okay, so that's not just a me problem then. I felt that too, actually, when I was doing stuff. Because when I was younger, again, I got so mad at the game Yu-Gi-Oh! That I made my own Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, what happened? And I only remembered that randomly. And it's like, what happened? I'm gonna try to kill this thing. Maybe I should try to kill this. Let me try to kill him. Because there's like, what happened in between then and now as like a child, right? Something changed. But I don't know what. And is it really just that mindset change of like what you use and what you learn on a daily basis has like killed that? But that's also why I think it's worth it to like take some time away from the thinking side and just do and feel. Like, I've been getting really in tune with my thoughts recently. I've been doing this thing where I like, the accountability circle is a bit of that process where I'm like, maybe it's time for us to feel a certain way and like feel these things. And I've been taking time to write about my feelings and try to be honest with myself about the ways that I think, right? Because that's a hard thing to do, to like talk about the feelings behind things. And I'm really bad at it. As my wife can attest to, I'm really bad at understanding feelings, right? I feel bad for her because like I'm always the one who like kind of ignores the feeling side of things, and I need to work on that. But it's also important for me as well because it's like not just for her, although hers is the more important reason in my mind. For her, I want to take care of her. But even for myself, I think it's worth it to go through your feelings and then think about, okay, what are you feeling? Why do you feel this way? What are these emotions? And then what does it mean to create? What does it mean to be you? It's kind of a weird question to ask too, because like I haven't really asked myself that in a very long time, of who I am. It's weird to ask that question now, of all times, because I'm like 30, okay? Like it's too late for me. Like I'm about to keel over and then die. You know what I mean? It's a bit too late to be asking who I am. But in my mind, that's like a very important question, because if I don't know who I am, what am I doing anything for, right? Sure, I'm having fun with things, but fun is one thing. But then like, what does it mean to have fun but also be fulfilling? Because things can be fun but not feel fulfilling. Like this is fun, but this is not fulfilling. What I'm doing right now is fun but not fulfilling, right? So clearly I'm missing something. But what is that thing that I'm missing, right? Well, now I'm missing most of my health. It's never too late. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. They've lied to all of us. It is actually in many ways too late. What are feelings? You'd rather block all of them to feel the pain. But that's why, right? I think that idea is what causes us to like end up being so boring. You know, I can't believe you can actually kill this thing. What? You can actually kill it? Classic. Chat was right. Okay, well now think about it. You were right, but you feel good. It's like Avatar, okay? It's like Avatar, not the last Airbender. Avatar, the one where he has sex with the blue alien. Do you feel good killing the aliens, or do you feel good having sex with the aliens? Answer me, honestly. Will it respawn though? That's a good question. No, you blocked that feeling. No, streamer. I've never had sex. I blocked the feeling of pleasure because I'll never feel it. Hey, you know what? At least you're honest about being a fucking loser. Okay, it didn't respawn, and I feel really bad now because it's just dead, and I don't really know if I feel good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good about myself. I'm a murderer. Oh. So right side was the way, left side was blocked. Right side leads to the top of Moss Home. I don't remember where I went. Okay, this is okay, chat. We have a further explanation of how this chat got banned, based on their banter. Your guess. So basically, they said they got blackout drunk when they were 19, and your last message was, "This explains a lot. Getting blackout drunk when young is very bad for you." You meant it like another jest, but looking at it retroactively, you can easily see how it can be interpreted like you unironically called them dumb. But then again, everybody else bantered similarly in the chat, calling them cock and dumb and stinkies and whatnot. So you don't know. Yeah, but like there's a difference. If I call someone stinky, like, this is the thing, okay? Nobody is honest when they say that you're stinky, because stinky is such a funny word that when you say it, the conversation loses all seriousness. And so it's not actually true. When you call someone dumb, it's also similarly funny. When you call someone a cuck, it's a similar feeling, okay? But what you wrote that message in the style of a disappointed father. Like, you were like, this explains a lot. Getting blackout drunk when young is very bad for you. Like, you cannot get any more serious than that. That's what my dad would have said if he knew that I got blackout drunk, okay? And we don't even get along well, right? But he would say that and I would feel incredibly bad. It's not the same as calling someone stinky. You literally said you're a waste of life. You literally, you, what the fuck, chat? You're actually like, that's funny. Oh man, never change, chat. Never change. That's some good stuff. Like that's actually funny. That's one of those memories you want to block if your parents said that. I have a lot of blocked memories from my childhood that have only started to resurface now. And let me tell you, that is absolutely one of those memories. Because boy, oh boy, if my parents ever said that, I would feel like shit. I would be like, oh god, I'm a failure of a son. I'm sorry. That's funny though. Like that explains a lot about you. like imagine like that's a hard chat. That is way more hardcore than calling someone stinky. Okay, like I'm just saying. I'd rather you say I smell like shit than to say that explains a lot about me. It's like damn man. I need to get up there. You can't use the bells, I'm assuming, so it's not really possible. I need to somehow activate him at the same time as I go up. That's one of those 50-50 ones where either the person laughs or blocks you. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like... But like, I would have blocked you too. I would block you too for what you said. Because it's like, holy shit, that's some heavy stuff, chat. Like, you can't even laugh at that anymore. Like, the person just feels sad. Granted, it's just funny now, right? It's just funny now. And I get the intent, but like, my god, that was good. I always love hearing these stories because, like, yeah, it's all about the interpretation of the sentence, right? But, like, man, I don't know how you interpret that any other way. How else do you interpret that? I don't know how else you would, like, think of that sentence. That was good. Thank you, chat, for sharing. I want you to know that you will not be banned because you didn't do a terrible thing. It's just, that's just funny. Like, I'm sorry. That's just funny. It's the kind of shit that you would like tell your friends happened to you when you got home from the party way too late, right? You would go home and then you would tell your friends like, yeah, my mom said that I was a disappointment. It's like, oh shit, bro. Like, you really fucked up, eh? How do any of you have a social life? Like, it's I'm actually surprised at this every day, by the way, that everybody here is gainfully employed. I'm like that to me is the most miraculous part of the fact that this channel, that all of you have gainful employment, that all of you are trusted with like real life responsibilities, and that people in some way like enjoy talking to you. Like, it's not that you're bad at it, but like like, how often have you made somebody reevaluate their entire life without knowing, right? Like, maybe you're all pariahs. Maybe all of you are pariahs in your social circles. And this is like the only time that you're actually able to like spend talking to someone who's willing to listen to you, because otherwise no one does. You have done it a lot accidentally. Maybe you're the problem. Just going with the flow. Just going with the flow. I mean, that's the thing, right? Is that I've done that too. I've been guilty of accidentally saying some pretty stupid stuff over the years too. So it's not like I'm immune to it. If anything, I'm only making fun of you because I've learned through experience the pitfalls that have occurred thus far. I've only learned through experience. But otherwise, I've also committed the same social faux pas, right? But like, that one's funny. Like that one's actually pretty funny. Like, that's hardcore. That's why I enjoy this chat. Because we're all failures. Like, in a way, we're all failures. And so it's like, it's way more relatable than I think being perfect. If you as chat members were far too perfect for me, I think I'd be bored being here. Because it'd be like, okay, well, what's the point of being here if everyone's too good at it, right? It's the fact that everybody is weird that I think really sells the experience. Compared to the alternative of like, oh yeah, we're so good at things. It's like, okay, sure, cool, fine. But like, so what? You have no interesting parts about you. You have no more edges to you. That's the thing, right? When you're too good at things, you have no edges to you. You have nothing. Nothing. There's no reason for me to even like think about you because like there's nothing fascinating about you. You are the same as everyone else. The edges is what makes you. But you think about how many people a day you make feel shit but without knowing. Well, next day it is done. I think I do that very often. I know this because they tell me. And in many ways, for a lot of people, I don't really care. I only care about certain subsets of people. Like my wife, yes. Friends, it depends on the context. For me, like if my friend feels bad, it really depends on the context of why they feel bad. Because I've been in discussions with friends before on various heated topics because we do that a lot, and like some people say the darndest things. You know what I mean? Like some people really do say the darndest things, and then they get mad at you for saying that it's like a darn thing. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's sometimes there's nothing you can do but just laugh at the fact that yeah, it's just. You just have to feel bad. You just have to feel bad. That exploration did reveal the shell woods. I think we just continue on in the shell woods until I get some more money. So we go back to the shell woods. We go all the way through. Find the train station. Try to afford a map. I don't really know if I can, but let's see if I can. I think I can actually with this and one more kill. I can afford a map from. Well, what's her name? Sasha? Rashka? Pashka? Pasha? Plasta. Why do I keep forgetting this one character's name? +2, like, you know, I think social skills are not gained in a vacuum. Like, you can't gain social skills by reading how to make friends and win people over. Because you can read the book as much as you want, but until you try it out and you realize how much of it is like truth or bullshit, you just won't know, right? So it's like when you make a mistake, it also tells me that I'm talking to a human. So not just a relatable person, but like somebody who is try to live life. Like it shows a level of effort that I don't think you would see otherwise. That to me is a very important part of the process, I think. That you have tried and that you failed is one thing, but the fact that you tried is I think a good indication of this is somebody who's willing to put in effort and thus has interesting things to say, because unlike somebody who simply imagines it, they've experienced it and they have an opinion and like a perspective on it, right? That's what makes Twitch interesting. I hate on Twitch when people get way too theoretical in the sense of like things that they've never done and then they just sort of feel like somewhere, because it's like just go out there, talk to somebody who has done it, and then just or live that life, right? It's way more fruitful IMO than like the imagination portion of it. Otherwise, you're just looking at like a confirmation bias, right? But also, like, the stories that people have are so unique that you never really get bored of them either. Like, the things that people say for situations that seem otherwise very similar, it's fascinating to see how many ways that it can play out for every single person differently compared to how it's played out that you've heard of from last time. That's really interesting stuff. You just don't get that otherwise. Maybe I go over here. No, I can't. Okay, okay, calm down. Come here. I need to go to the left side. I know what I have to do is I have to aggro him, jump on him. Oh shit. Okay, now I have 2 of them. This isn't really good, but better than the alternative. Okay, how about I just leave both of you? I don't like it. I don't like either of you. What I was trying to do was I was trying to use them as a platform to climb higher, and then I realized that this isn't going to work because both of them are going to kill me. What I needed to do, I think, and I know what to do now, is I needed to use my throwing knife to aggro him towards me on the left side. Then I jump off of him, off of his head, from the left side to reach the top platform. So that's actually the trick to do. So if I'm correct, I need to come back here later and do that again. But it's such a laborious task to go back down. Actually, I'm already here, so might as well. And you know what? Same. So continuing on with that topic, right? Oh my god. Oh, I knew it. There had to be a secret. It's too obvious not to be a secret. I think the only way that you can have an interesting conversation is with people who have lived life. What are you doing to that flea? What are you doing? It's so cute and so stupid. It's like, ah, please save me, please. Let him go. Let him go. You're welcome. That's all 5 fleas, by the way. Every single one. Why did you spend so much time making the cuck emote? Wait, is this room really just for the flea? So I have all 5 fleas now. But then, is that it? There has to be more in this room. Like, it's too obvious not to be a secret, though. Like, up there has to be a secret up there that you can reach by just climbing off the flea. Do you think it counts for your karma if you're mean to somebody in that way, right? Or do you think that, like, it doesn't really impact you? Because I do sort of wonder, like, if karma is real, I can't imagine how fucked I am. See, you were scrolling and remembered that emote exists, so you want to make a cool combo. I like that we call it combos here, right? Does anybody else call it an emote combo, or am I the only one who uses that turn of phrase, that terminology, that turn of phrase? What is the difference between a turn of phrase and a terminology? Also, it's funny that I say that, like, the reason why Twitch is interesting is because it's full of people who have lived their lives, because canonically, right, the canonical form of a Twitch chatter is a basement dweller. So the fact that that is even possible feels like a contradiction. It's like, what do you mean people who have lived their lives and, like, have stories to like tell? Twitch chatters live in their basement. It's literally impossible. Please, please. Please? Please. Please come lower. Please come lower. What the fuck is up there? What do I have to do to get up there? There's no way. I'd have to use him. I'd have to use the guy who dashed at me and then go up there. I feel like it's easier with a power, no? I feel like it's way easier with a power. So maybe I just leave. Uh-oh. Often you joke that your messages are unfiltered stream to conscious, but you actually filter yourself heavily. I don't believe you. But let's hear your reasoning. There are probably books of amounts of text in your notepad that you typed out that never sent because it didn't pass your internal filter. And now after the ban, you're like double overthinking every word. Like, it might surprise me, but you heavily reconsidered your actions several times before making the stalking joke. That's okay, but like that's funny though, okay? Like something is fundamentally wrong if you still thought that the joke would pass muster. Like you're only lucky. You're only lucky that you're a well-known chatter. And that I know that you're joking. But if you weren't, like, if I didn't know that, I would have called the police by now. And that passed multiple filters. Like that's just a funny thing to think about. Holy moly. You know what people say, like, oh, you should care about the safety of yourself on Twitch? I'm the poster child for not doing that, I think. Because I probably should do that more, but it's just like, there's something funny about the sequence of events here. You love the gambling mentality. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, will this work? I don't know, it's 50-50. I'll just try it. But think about this. Comedians do the same thing, and we... comedians are often seen as like the social commentate of like the social commentarians of society, if that makes sense, right? Well, is it like a commentarian? The social like the social the person who talks about society, right? Because like satire is a great way of doing it because it implies a deep understanding of the problems, right? So if we applaud them, we should be applauding this chatter too. Because they're doing the same thing, just in a comedy club. It's like they're doing the same thing in a comedy club that is like a maximum size of 3 people. So okay, it's all about the crowd. It's all about the crowd. Let me tell you this, okay? Do any of you know a comedian called Russell Peters? I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, Russell Peters would have been canceled in 2025. If he ever tried any of his jokes. Okay? It only worked because of the times back then and the people that were there at that moment. Alright? It is absolutely about the crowd. If you know Russell Peters, then you know what I'm talking about. It's very difficult to not know about the Russell Peters joke pipeline. And then to like see what I'm trying to say here. Like, if anything, I think Russell Peters single-handedly spiked Google searches and the knowledge of the word punani. Fucking love that word. He's the reason why punani is such a well-known concept within North America. And if you don't know Panani, which you probably wouldn't because you're like a Twitch chatter, then you're missing out. I got it, finally. That was your train of thought. Yeah, like you probably know that I'm joking. That I probably know that you're joking, and you've also made similar jokes about you guys stalking me, so it's probably fine. So it's probably fine. You know what? I commend you for having that mindset because it's not wrong. Like, it's actually not wrong. You're actually, like, you are correct that it actually works out well. Yeah. I don't think I was supposed to use him to come up here. I feel like I'm missing a double jump. Like, I feel like me using that guy to come up here is more of a fluke of my skill than necessarily an intended pathway. But it is funny to think that like that's after all of the filter. But yeah, it's just I wouldn't say that joke elsewhere. I just wouldn't ever say that joke elsewhere. I'd be very afraid to pull that joke out anywhere else because I feel like people are gonna freak out. Like, oh shit, what do you mean? That's where I found the flea. Where is Rashka? Sashka? Pashka? Galashka? She was here. Galashka? What? Why did she leave me? Why did you leave me? You were well aware that in another chat it'd be insta-banned. What is it about me that allows you to say these things then, right? Like it is... Because like, that's the thing, right? If I don't solve that as a concern, isn't it true that my moderators would have the hardest time? Like my social warriors would have the hardest time keeping any sense of order because they don't know how to feel about certain things. My social warriors would be afraid of everything because they don't know if it's like meant to be said or not. I need him to go up there, so maybe I go up this way instead. Because I could use him to skip, but I think it does an easier way over here. Anything over here? No? Because we're all serial killers here, so we can accept it. Haha. You know what chat that I've really looked at? Like, because I've been in a couple chats now. Because I've been doing some research. Because I am actually making moves on this channel longer term. Okay, I'm making larger moves in this channel, and you will see some interesting improvements to the channel very, very soon. But in doing so, I've learned that there's a lot of different channel types out there, and chats can be very, 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 very interesting to say the least. Chats can be extremely interesting. And let me tell you, when I mean interesting, it's like some of these people should not be allowed to go outside. Like, it feels a little scary. Wait, he was just here to die? I feel like I'm killing creatures that I shouldn't be killing. Should I really be killing all of them? Like, I feel like I'm doing something bad. Because he's just here to mourn the loss of his friends. And then he's like the pilgrim singer. And you know he's that he's a pilgrim because of his beads, too. And then based on this thing, too. Spare a song for those who lay silent. By strength of men, they fell before the final ascent. Spare a song. Stare. But some of the chats that I've been in, like so I joke about Jeremy a lot. I don't really watch him. I watch him like sometimes, especially when my wife, when she's over and we're just on TV, because it's like, you know, it's like YouTube's right there, and his stuff gets recommended, right? I'm like, okay, sure. But for the most part, I don't really watch YouTubers. The videos I like to watch are like people walking around living their life. There's something interesting about somebody like living their life and like making food. I don't know. It's fun. You just killed your friend. But his chat is insane. Because like sometimes you go into the live chat room and they say things like, Jeremy, you're so handsome. Jeremy, you're going to eat me, in like full capitals. And it's like, what are you doing, man? This person hasn't said anything to you. Jeremy hasn't said anything to you. How common are killers anyways? You bet there's at least a few in the big streamer chats. That's something that I've thought about a lot. Yes. That's why I enjoy the anonymity angle, because if you don't feel threatened by me knowing you, you won't kill me. Because it is true. We don't know who each other are. There could be more serial killers than we know within our channels and our chat rooms, and we just don't know. Sticky, you're so handsome. Sticky, you will eat me. I see we have a German viewer here, everyone. Not that that's like a bad thing. Because if it was bad, he probably would have put a stop to it. But like, Jesus, in my like, I just look at it and I go, what is going on here? I mean, what's crazy too is that your coworker could be a serial killer too, right? I don't know if you know this, but like, there's a lot of stories where like people will work with Ted Bundy or something, and they'll go, "Yeah, you seem like a cool dude." But the entire time he's like eating people or something, right? That happens often. So it's like, you never really know who you know is actually safe or not safe. It's actually one of the most terrifying parts of being out there in society. Is we don't know how many people are playing by the same rules because they want to, and how many people are playing by the same rules because they have to, in a way. You know what I mean? Because some of us want to, others have to. I needed to use him to fly over. I'm stupid. I killed him. Wake up! And I have thought sometimes that my coworkers were serial killers. I'm actually surprised that some of them weren't. I actually knew this one guy. He was really, really interesting because he had... It felt like he had like a muted emotion, but he also dressed up, and I'm not kidding you, wore the same clothes every single day. And in my mind, he fits the bill for a serial killer. So step one, Okay, sign number 1. He was a front-end engineer. Senior front-end dev. That's serial killer vibes. All right. Step number 2, wears the same clothes every day, has no mode of expression, which means that his mode of expression is not outward facing, it's something within. And what does it mean when it's within? Well, most people are not Buddhist, so probably he's a serial killer and he enjoys the pain that he makes other people suffer. He enjoys something in the side of him, okay? Thing number 3, never got angry. Step number 4, never got drunk, no matter how much he drank. He was terrifying. I used to play games with him. Long pin. Weighted pin in half, formed of pure stuffed shells. And you just never... These guys, I love these bugs. Look at their eyes. They're so cute. Die. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you have to die. Oh, you're so adorable. Oh, I have to kill you. Oh. PUV, your grandmother is a serial killer? Oh, I get it now. Shit. Come over here. Fly up. Come, bug child. Okay, I need the shell guys. The shell guys... The shell bugs are the ones that I need to use to get into certain zones. Okay. Because the shell bugs don't fly down when you hit them from the top. We only have about half an hour left. If I can get this plus the rest zone, I think I'll be happy. And apparently, like, some serial killers never get caught for a long time. So, like... I know it's, like... It sounds like a joke to say that, like, oh, you don't know which of your coworkers are a serial killer, but, like, apparently there's been, like, sniper serial killers that weren't found for, like, multiple generations or like, months or something. Hell, like, some serial killers only get found when they're old, and so it's like, what is going on, right? What is this? So it's not as far-fetched as you would think. IMO. If anything, I think I've just been lucky that... Oh, stick bug! What the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa. I've never seen the stick bug. That's a cool enemy archetype. Oh no. We got to do that room again. Oh god, I got to go all the way back there again. Oh Jesus. Wait, let me equip the new thing. I have a new shell piercer. What is this? Ooh! I could have avoided that thing too. God, oh man. How far back am I? But that was cool. I enjoy the use of every single bug archetype. You have the water weavers, right? The orb weavers. You have the like the spearman. I don't know what bug archetype that is, but you know, let's just call it the spearman for now. I wonder where are the assassin bugs, because assassin bugs are like the ones that are named cool, and you could do a lot with the concept. Actually, I should probably do... Okay, wait. Before I go crazy, I need to go back there after as well. So here, I need to go back here, this level, to do that as well. If you think there haven't been many serial killers that are old, maybe they're just too good. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like... maybe the reason why we don't hear about it often is because they're literally just too good at hiding. And that's terrifying to think about, because it's like, oh god, what does that mean for us, right? What? Frayed rosary string. Why was that there? Because then it's like, what do? You know what I mean? Like, what is the defense against a serial killer that is too good at being hidden? That's a little scary. Anyways, they can't catch me. They'll never catch me. Never. I do kind of hate the way they use skills in this game. The holding up plus R1 is a little frustrating as a key combo. I kind of wish it was just like up plus the attack button, but I get why you don't, because you have to use it for the angle attack, so. There we go. Please. Please. Okay, good. Okay, good. All the floor guys are gone. Okay. Oh, I was just trying to kill the flower first so I could get something going, but at least it's all dead now. What was down here that was so important that I had to do that trial, basically? What am I gonna get from this trial? Also, I really wish that this game didn't do the hidden wall thing. Like the hidden wall problem of you have to hit the walls to see what's behind it. It's my biggest issue with games like this, is that they rely on these hidden walls that have no markers. So you have to hit every single wall. It just feels tedious to like do versus fun. Very tedious. We rest here. I need to do my mobile game. Give me a second. It's running on my second monitor. It's not really mobile, but you know, same deal. I can't. So this is technically, it's not a one-way, but it's annoying to have to go back up here. I can't reach that. So maybe there's something here. What's this? Uh-huh. Where am I going? Hello? Please let me out. Please. Let me out! Where am I? Oh, I'm over here now. I get how this works now. So you go there, and then you go over here to get to this spot, and then you would use this. So while you could use the bug to fly up, it's way more of a hassle. You can just live your life and just go over here by doing normal things. If you play normally, there's no secrets in this game. Play normal, and there are no secrets. It's kind of lame. I kind of wish more games had the Animal Well formula. Like there was something about Animal Well using the bubble wand to go everywhere that was so addictive. And so cool, honestly. Okay, so there's this door over here. There's also like a door that I can open over there. But I kind of want to open that door first. There's a flyer. I'm assuming I can use this guy to get somewhere cool. That may not be the case, actually. Hello, little hornets. They spawn from the hornet. That's... Okay, now that I know that they spawn from there, that's I'll never do that again. How many serial killers do you think you've accidentally brushed up on? Because I imagine some places must be like maybe you're in a serial killer capital. I think for a long time, actually, I'm pretty sure where I lived was a serial killer capital. Which is terrifying to think about, because, like, how come they didn't want to kill me? Like, what's... Because this is the thing, right? Serial killers seem to kill anyone, right? But if they don't kill you, what does that mean about you? At least one. What does it say when the serial killer doesn't even bother to deal with you? That's a bad sign, IMO. What did I even pick up here? Nothing. Okay, that's a bit weird. I got nothing there. Can't do bouncing off of that. He just killed himself. I didn't mean to laugh. I'm not a serial killer. Swear to God. Polyp heart. What? Core of a flower formed around the body of a consumed wood wasp. So it creates a sticky sap that wasps subsist on. Because who knows? Maybe you'll become one, so it'll always be one. You know what? That's true. Or it could be one right now. It's interesting to think that serial killers, the scariest part about them is that they operate on entirely different rules. Like, the mental rules for a serial killer, or just somebody who does a horrific act, right, is so different from us, and yet they're still human. Like, it's crazy to think that, like, they still go to Costco, right? But then, like, sometimes, you know, last time I went to Costco, actually. It was for a friend's birthday. I won't say who, because I don't think they want to know, because I don't think she's told anyone on her stream. So, but, like, it's funny because, like, what happened was that there was these two people arguing, right, at Costco over the hot dogs. And I was like, why are you arguing? Like, it takes a certain type of person and personality to be mad at the hot dogs. Like, while you're eating them. Hello? Shell. White mask, red cloak. Bug. A living bug. A bug I am, at least in part, but you were something quite different. I apologize if I have roused you from some deep slumber. Slumber, long sleep, but now is the waking. Growth, time of birth, the time of birth approaches. Heed, bug, the time of birth approaches. The time of birth approaches. Now, the rites of the polyp. Bug, only you are left, none more tread here, none. For the rites, the polyp hearts, they are needed. Bring them here for the rites. Promise wish? Yeah. So you can get wishes elsewhere as well. You don't need the board. Sometimes you might find quests. You have knowledge of power to grant, I will aid you. These polyp hearts you desire, they can be found about the wood. Polyp hearts, found the wood, yes, bug. Seek out the purple blooms inside the hearts. The time of birth approaches, they're needed. Okay, and power will be shared, sure. Inside the precious heart, the time of birth approaches, okay, yeah. How many do you need? 6? Ooh. That's me in the mornings. I've actually started to hate sleeping. And I don't know if that makes me a serial killer, but I feel like sleeping is now more of a useless venture for me. Because I feel like if you sleep too much, you miss out on all the good stuff within life. The problem is that sleeping feels really good. So it's like it's fucked up that our bodies enjoy sleep and it feels really good. But it's also one of the worst things that we could do for our like life, because it's like there's just no, like, you basically waste your time and you waste away in your little bubble. Like, why can't everything that feels good be good for you, right? Why does some things have to be all complicated and then it has to be like a measure of like, oh, you know, you have to like moderate yourself. Like, what's so wrong about wanting to always feel good? You know what I mean? It's messed up. I know what to do. There's a heart up here and I know exactly what to do. I just thought of it. I need all the flying bugs that just kind of fly and they keep flying slowly. Every single one. I need him. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Keep following me. Don't stop. Follow me. I need at least 3 of them, I think, to make this work. Any less, and I don't think it'll work, because this one is a bit of a difficult climb because of how high it is. Follow me. Follow me, come on. Follow me, come on. Over here, come on. Follow me, come on. Come on, over here. Follow me, come on. Up here. Good. Good. So very good. Really? Why'd you go to sleep? Wake up. Come over here. Get up. Here we go. My 3rd one is up here. But now I have all 3. Okay, it's fine that you hit me once. It's fine. I'm sick with it! Fuck! Ah! If it always feels good, you will get used to it with the contrast of the bad shit feeling. What is that in context to? Sorry. All I remember is the rage and the pain that I feel because of how much I've lost from that venture. My memory, you know what it is? I realize now why my memory is not short. The emotions that I feel are so strong that it seems to override the moment. So okay, how about this? You have to... Can somebody type for me? Can somebody type and transcribe every word that I say inside chat? That way, I will never forget what is said. It is not my fault that I don't know what I'm saying. forget what I said. Thank you. Very, very, very kind of you. Thank you. I'm missing one bug. Where is he? There you are. Something about always feeling good. It's not my fault. I forget what I'm saying. This isn't helping me, chat. This isn't helping. Stop bothering me, please. Please stop. Please stop. Please. Thank you. Please, the chat, stop laughing. This is chat. Please, chat. Please, I'm begging you. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, please, I'm sorry. Please. Can we please have a pause? Can somebody pause the service, please? I don't want to pay anymore. Please. Can I please take my credit card off file? I don't want to pay anymore. More laughing. Post hysteria. This is helping me, chat. Please stop, please. I would rather take Alzheimer's than this. Please, somebody give me Alzheimer's, please. I don't care if I have bad memory, please. I don't want to do this anyway, please. Follow me. Okay, everybody get ready. No! Why did you die? I'm sick with it. Holy moly, I'm sick with it. Please stop. Please, someone give me Alzheimer's. I looked up. Okay, as you type what I'm saying, I realize I sound stupid. Like, the things I say just don't sound like good. They don't sound... there's so much empty space in the words that I say. Does it again. Looks up Alzheimer's, but all the links are purple. Does it again, but all the links are purple. Does it again, but all the links are purple. Pilgrim, this settlement welcomes all who stop the holy path. May you ease your shell within, that your strength renewed can carry you higher. Yo. Look at her bony legs, her little bugly legs. Bug legs. Oh my god, they're all hung up with strings. What in the world is this? Is this my fault? Haunted Bellheart. Does it again, plus. I feel like this is my fault. Cause aren't I this person? Like, aren't I a weaver? So isn't this my fault? What if I just leave them? They'll have to break their curse. Because if I'm doing this stuff and I have the power to weave silk, right? And I'm technically a spider, that's pretty bad. What do I need to do? I need to go back to town, buy some things, and I think we call it, okay? That's a good spot to end it off on. As like a bit of curiosity, I'm gonna go back to town, buy some things, and we're gonna move on from here, okay? As good as this game is, I can't keep playing it forever. We have to move on because I need to do things in life. You wonder if the Haunted Bellheart implies that in Silksong, Hollow Knight could have been more filled with others. Of people, right? Yeah, because that's the thing about Hollow Knight. It was very empty and very dead. Even like the characters that we saw, this character that we saw was one of the only other characters that we usually saw, right? But otherwise, it was usually like a dead place. And haunted is interesting because they say that they're haunted, but what if that's like their interpretation of what's happening? Like, because at this point, I'm assuming they don't know about spiders. Or like whatever our player character is, they don't know what we're capable of doing. And it's why like there's this like difference of people below and people above, right? And in thinking about that, then it's like, oh shit, doesn't that... I got a string? That's the point of this? That's stupid. I just lost 20. Because then it's like a lot of things start to make sense too of why it feels so apocryphal. Sort of the things that have happened thus far within the game. I mean, also recognizing that like, you know, large portions of the game were just naturally that, right? Like naturally large portions of the game just had like a very interesting lean towards that type of storytelling. Yeah, it does, but it does make you think. Like, it does make you think. Okay, well, there's nothing on this side. This also implies why everyone's dying too, because nobody can somehow make it through whatever that thing is, and so it's like whatever is going on is holding everyone back. And it sort of makes you wonder, what is this? I got a memory locket. Keepsake containing a precious memory can be used to expand the crest. Environmental storytelling is a peak. I wish I remembered more of... I was about to say Slay the Spire. I wish I remembered more of Hollow Knight 1, because I feel like I'm missing so much about what this is. Expand the crest. Oh, you literally open up a slot. Oh, and you open up a color slot. Wait. I kind of do want a blue, because I have two... blue would be useful, because I don't have one of blue. Then I can keep using the style and still have stuff to work with. But yeah, this is a good game. I really enjoy what there is so far. Again, it just feels like a much better execution of what they had last time, with way more substance. Like, it feels like this game has way more substance behind it, which is fascinating for... Because then it sort of makes you wonder where this is placed in the game, what is going on. But seeing this game in respect to the first one, I definitely feel like I'm enjoying this one more than I enjoyed the first one. And that's already a higher bar, because the first one, in my memory, the feeling was the feeling was good. In my memory, the feeling of the first game was extremely good. So the fact that this is already above that, it's very nice. It's very nice. Bellheart map is 40. Shell Town is only 70. I can afford both. Next time we play, we're gonna have a very good starting point. So we have because we have a map for the Bellheart, and we have a map for the Shellwoods. Let's look at my map now. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's a good map. And look, we even see some sections that we didn't see before. That's good. And there's a train station at the Bellheart. If I can upgrade it, that's good. Oh shit, there's a train station at the Bellheart? 10% of the game completed Pog. Yeah, I'm actually curious how far I've gotten, right? Because, like, you know that it's a good Metroidvania because it makes you feel like you're discovering... Because it makes you feel like you're actually doing... Like, if the... a good Metroidvania is a game that makes you feel like you're going out of bounds by doing something intentional. What I did at the beginning by getting the Wanderer style on the left side early felt amazing, only to come to find out that it was an intentional pathway. So it's like, how much more of this game is sort of hiding from us, right? Hiding in the plain sight. And how much more do we have left to go? And how much more am I missing even? Because I can't even imagine what we're missing, yeah? I'm excited to see what happens next. But that's it for this time. As fun as this game is, I do have to go. Because life waits for no one.